play them now in the South, us in the North. A lot of change in the, in that. We just always played them in a region game, and now it'll be the first time I think they've been a non-region opponent.
Well, and Coach Caldwell has come in here and slowly built this program back to respectability. Some of you may remember back in the 70s, they were a state power, and actually at one time asked if they could play up a class, and they were granted that opportunity. And during that period in the 70s, they won 3 state championships. But a dry spell before Coach Caldwell got here, but he slowly has brought them back. And as you say, he wants to play teams like Clay Central because he feels like that'll help them when it comes playoff time this year.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to continue in the RA Digital pregame show. We're going to take a little break. We'll have our Student Athlete of the Week. We're also going to hear a little bit from John Holder about some games around the area, and then we'll come back with Coach Danny Horn's interview, and then we'll continue throughout the RA Digital pregame show until we get ready to come for the Cook Foods of Ashland kickoff right there at 7 o'clock. So stick with us. We'll be here live from Elmore County High School right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Superior Pest Control has served homes and businesses across East Central Alabama since 1987 with termite, pest, and mosquito control services. This company provides Centricon and traditional termite treatments to customers in 17 counties. More information is available at SuperiorPestControlALA.com or by phone at 1-800-762-5904. Superior Pest Control is a proud supporter of Classic Country 90.9 and the Clay Central Sports Network.
Southern Cabinet Company is a family-owned business with more than 40 years of experience in kitchen and bath projects. The company provides cabinets, hardware, and countertops for new construction, remodels, and multifamily developments throughout the region. Southern Cabinet Company is a supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network and Classic Country 90.9. More information is available on Instagram or at 256-354-2555.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network comes from Matthews Meat Market, now with locations at 61272 Highway 49 in Lineville, 3050 U.S. Highway 78 East near DeArmonville, and now open in Sachs at the former Christian Quarter Meats on Highway 431. Matthews Meat Market provides retail meat products, frozen goods, and meat processing services. All locations are open Monday through Saturday. Additional information is available on the Matthews Meat Market Facebook page, also by phone at 256-396-5694 in Lineville or 256-624-6042 in Anniston.
Support for Classic Country 90.9 is provided by the Law Office of Tyler Sims, offering legal services in areas including personal injury, estate planning, criminal defense, and juvenile law. The office serves clients in the region with a focus on legal representation across these practice areas. More information is available at Sims Law. The Law Office of Tyler Sims supports the Clay Central Sports Network. No legal representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than that of other attorneys.
Each week throughout the 2026 football season, we will be recognizing one local athlete as our Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Central Physical Therapy. We'll be back with today's winner right after this. Support for the Clay Central Sports Network comes from Central Physical Therapy, located at 88191 Highway 9 in Lineville. Central Physical Therapy provides services for injury rehabilitation, chronic pain management, and post-surgery recovery. Therapy services include hands-on treatment and guided exercise programs offered in a community-based setting. More information is available by phone at 256-396-3250 or online at centralptal.com. Central Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network.
This week, Central Physical Therapy Student Athlete of the Week is Caleb Calhoun. Caleb will graduate with honors and career tech endorsements in May of 2027. He has taken dual enrollment, AP, and honors classes for 4 years. Caleb scored an impressive 34 on his ACT and scored a 5 on his AP stats exam. Caleb is a co-captain of the CHS cross-country team and has led his team to the sectional and state tournaments for the past 4 years. Last year, he helped lead his team to 4 first-place finishes in the season, and he also finished in the top 10 in 5 meets. He has placed 4th at the state track and field meet. He is a state champion in the TSA Tech Bowl competition and a state runner-up in the 3D modeling competition with TSA. Caleb also runs track and field, where he serves as a team captain. He serves as TSA president, is a member of Senior Beta Club, and a member of the Delta Baptist Church and its youth group. Caleb, after graduation, what do you plan to do?
I plan to go to Auburn or MIT to either major in chemical or nuclear engineering.
Congratulations to this week's Central Physical Therapy Student Athlete of the Week, Caleb Calhoun.
When you're cooking up a plan or just need a snack, Piggly Wiggly's got your groceries packed. Fresh produce, meats, and hometown smiles. We've been down the street all the while. Hot meals waiting for you in the deli. Stores filled with treats to fill up your belly. Piggly Wiggly, we're your hometown store, serving up value and so much more.
Piggly Wiggly, Ashland and Lineville is proud to sponsor volunteer athletics on the Clay Central Sports Network. Go Vols!
Hot meals waiting for you in the deli. Stores filled with treats to fill up your belly.
State Farm Insurance Company provides insurance products for residents of Clay County. Agent Mike Coleman and his staff offer a product line that includes automobile insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance policies. Located at 86401 Highway 9 between Lineville and Ashland, State Farm is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Their telephone number is 256-354-2272. State Farm is a sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network, and they are proud to bring you the Coleman Cowbell on Classic Country Mornings. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Support for this radio station and the Radio Alabama Foundation comes from Young's Drugstore, a locally owned pharmacy with locations in Woodland and downtown Lineville. Young's Drugstore provides prescription medications, over-the-counter products, and healthcare supplies. The Lineville location can be reached by phone at 256-396-5632 or online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. The Woodland location can be reached by phone at 256-449-2372 or online at youngsdrugandgeneralstore.com.
Support for the Radio Alabama Foundation comes from Williams Parts and Supply, a locally owned business located next to Dollar General in Lineville. Williams Parts and Supply carries automotive parts, equipment supplies, and hardware items. More information is available by phone at 256-396-5418.
Good evening. This is John Holder with High School Football Alabama's After the Game. Join us tonight and every Friday night at 10 o'clock live on Facebook and YouTube at High School Football Alabama on Facebook and also on YouTube, High School Football Alabama. The show is called After the Game. We will bring you 3 hours of scores, highlights, interviews, everything that you need to know about high school football in this region of the state of Alabama. Let's talk about the full slate of games going on tonight across East Alabama. We will begin with a big matchup tonight, maybe the biggest game in this part of the state at Lamar Field in Oxford. Number 9 and 5A Oxford taking on number 10 and 4A Jacksonville. Both of these teams coming off monumental wins to open the season last week. Oxford on the road at Gadsden City, beating the Titans 56-28. They led at one time 56-14 in that game. And Jacksonville on the road as well at number 1 in Class 2A Piedmont. It was Jacksonville beating the Bulldogs 34-8 after leading 20-0 at halftime. Huge wins. This is a rare game for the Oxford Yellow Jackets to play a team in Calhoun County. Jacksonville has not beaten Oxford in football in 42 years, going back to 1984. A huge top 10 matchup tonight at Lamar Field in Oxford. Also in Oxford tonight, Hope Christian Academy, their first year in the Alabama High School Athletic Association, coming off their first victory in the AHSAA last Friday night with a win over Donahoe. They are at home tonight, but the opponent will be vastly different. We're talking about the Charles Henderson Trojans coming from Troy, a Class 4A school, coming in to take on a tiny private Class A Hope Christian school in only their second year of football. Should be a pretty interesting game tonight on Airport Road in Oxford. Also tonight, we've got Woodland and Walter Welborn, two teams, again, coming off impressive victories last Friday night to open the season. Woodland traveled to Wedowee. They shocked Randolph County 28-14. Back at home at Sewell Field tonight, hosting Walter Welborn, a Welborn team that beat county rival Weaver 53-0 last week on the hill at Walter Welborn. Should be an interesting game over in Randolph County at Woodland this evening. A coach making his debut tonight as the new head football coach at Sachs High School. We're talking about former Munford head coach Michael Easley. This is the season opener for Sachs. They will be on the road at Hewin-Humphreys Stadium, also Ron Waters Field down in Wedowee, to take on a Randolph County team who's they're kind of healing their wounds. They lost last week 28-14, as we mentioned, at home to Woodland, trying to get win number 1 against Sachs tonight over in Wedowee. Also tonight in Ranburne, Wadley and Ranburne. Wadley, the number 2 team in the state in Class 1A. Big win over rival Horseshoe Bend, 46-13 last Thursday night. They've had 8 days to get ready for the trip over to Harlan Robinson Field in Ranburne to take on the Ranburne Bulldogs. Coach Stephen Bailey and the Bulldogs opening up their season. This will be their opener, the home opener tonight against Wadley in that big showdown over in Cleburne County. Also tonight, another interesting game, another coach making his debut not only as the coach at Munford, but also as the head football coach, period, ever in his career. We're talking about Darrell Smith, head coach of the Munford Lions. Munford opens up their season tonight. That will be at Munford Stadium as they take on the Sylacauga Aggies in a Talladega County showdown. Another pretty interesting game tonight down in Hanover in Coosa County. Central Coosa, an impressive win on the road at Fayetteville last week. Winterboro beating Vincent last week. These two teams are very talented. Should be an entertaining game between Winterboro and Central of Coosa tonight down at Hanover in Coosa County. And we also want to talk about tonight a couple of big statewide games. One of those is going to feature Benjamin Russell, number 3 team in Class 5A, taking on the number 2 team in 6A, Vestavia Hills. That game will be at the Sportsplex in Alexander City tonight. That is going to be a monumental game. Vestavia Hills coming off a great season opening win over Parker of Birmingham last Thursday night. This will be the season opener for the Ben Russell Wildcats. And also, I think this is going to be another interesting game down in the city of Montgomery. Number 3 in private AA versus number 3 in private A, Montgomery Catholic and Montgomery Academy tonight. Those two schools just across the Eastern Boulevard from each other. Both teams 1-0. The battle for, private school supremacy in East Montgomery tonight between Montgomery Catholic and Montgomery Academy. We'll be back tonight. Facebook, YouTube, High School Football Alabama. Go there after the game. Coach Michael Short, also Chad Barnett, and myself will be there coming up tonight at 10 o'clock with all the scores, highlights, all the information you need about high school football in East Alabama.
Farr & Associates Injury Attorneys represent individuals in matters involving automobile and motorcycle accidents, trucking collisions, boating accidents, wrongful death, medical malpractice, workplace injuries, and premises liability. Information is available at tpharrlaw.com or 256-487-6080. Farr & Associates Injury Attorneys are sponsors of the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than those performed by other lawyers.
Support for Classic Country 90.9 comes from Last Call Services, located on Highway 49 in Delta. Last Call Services provides residential and commercial plumbing throughout East Central Alabama, including fixture replacement, water heater installation and repair, sewer and water line service, bathroom remodeling, new construction plumbing, and plumbing for remodeling projects. The company provides 24-hour emergency plumbing service. More information is available at lastcallservices.net or by phone at 256-343-4119.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is provided by Timber Elite Auctions. Timber Elite Auctions conducts monthly online equipment auctions featuring skid steers, excavators, dozers, tractors, farm equipment, utility trailers, dump trailers, and pickup trucks. More information is available at timbereliteauctions.com or by phone at 256-846-0575. Auctioneer license number 5462.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Spencer Lovelace with Southeastern Land Group in Clay County, Alabama. He works with landowners and farmers throughout East Central Alabama and West Georgia, focusing on farms, rural homesteads, hunting property, and recreational land. Spencer is also a member of the Poultry South team. Market valuations are available by phone at 256-283-3198 and online at selandgroup.com.
Here with head coach Danny Horn for the loss of Tyler Sims Coach's Corner. Coach, we'll look back at last week. I know it's a disappointing loss, but when you look at it, just a great Friday night football game with a huge crowd, great atmosphere, and a hard-fought game. I know you're at least proud of the effort that you saw in your play.
Yeah, I think the effort was good. The execution was not. And, they whipped us pretty much the whole night. Offensively, they've got a lot of experience there, and they know, what they're doing. And I think the inexperience on our part kind of showed. But even that said, we still had several opportunities to win the game, but we just found ways to lose it. And again, I think that goes back to we got a lot of people. This is the first time they played, and they got to understand the situation, but we just, anytime you lose, it's disappointing. But we had that one won, and then let it get away from us, and then had it won again and let it get away from us, and we had several opportunities to win, but over the course of the game, they really ran the ball well, and we didn't do a very good job of stopping the run. We didn't give up many big plays, but it was all 4 or 5 yards, and I think they ran 60 plays to our 31, and that tells you right there that from a defensive standpoint, we didn't do a very good job on the run, and from offensive standpoint, we didn't have any sustained drives. All our scores came on really two long plays. So, we got a lot of work to do, but we're going to try to get better.
Well, Coach, that brings you to tonight as you travel down to Elmore County. The Eclectic take on the Elmore County Panthers. This is a team, Coach, we played a lot of times here at Central, but they've continued to improve. Their program, Coach Caldwell, doing obviously a good job there. And actually last year, we kind of had to win with a little bit of a Hail Mary there to get to win. What do you expect to see out of Elmore County?
Pretty much the same thing. Their quarterback last year was very elusive. He graduated, but they put one of those big, tall, wide receivers that they tell me he's a major league prospect as a pitcher on the baseball team, and he can sling it. He's about 6'4", and he can throw it, and they've got a very, very, very athletic and fast tailback. He's the only one that plays both ways. He plays safety on defense, and he can really play. And they got good speed at the receivers. I think their offensive line is kind of like ours. They got like 4 new ones there, but they did a good job last week. They're big. So, they've been getting better each and every year, and what makes them better is the defense is a lot better than it used to be. And they got 2 very, very good defensive ends that are outside linebackers that are really good, and they both played last year. And then they got a defensive lineman that's good that played last year. They got a lot more back on defense than they had on offense coming back, but another challenge, you go down the line and on our schedule, and it's just going to get tougher and tougher every week. So I think we hopefully we improve some this week, and kind got people hopefully in the right position. Sometimes it takes you a game or two to figure out that he probably is not right for that position, and so we made a couple of changes, but we need to get better and get a win.
Well, Coach, we wish you good luck on your travel down. Good luck and go Vols.
Thank you.
The drugstore in Ashland features personal service, whether you go inside or utilize their easy access drive-through. The drugstore offers PHIP, state and government health screenings, and has plenty of vaccines available, including flu and COVID vaccines. The drugstore is open 7:45 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 8 until noon. Their phone number is 256-354-3784. Programming on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by the drugstore in Ashland, where your health is their main concern.
Remember when you would dream about what you would grow up to be? Imagining your dolls were students or your Legos a skyscraper. Maybe it's time to turn that dream into a reality. At Southern Union State Community College, you can discover your dream career in healthcare, business, manufacturing, engineering, and more. From imaginary to extraordinary at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu today.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Mountain View Outfitters in Delta, Alabama. Located on Haynes Mountain Road, Mountain View Outfitters offers southern quail and pheasant hunting, providing opportunities for seasonal outings and group experiences in a traditional outdoor setting. More information is available by phone at 256-310-0125 or on Facebook under Mountain View Outfitters. Go Vols!
Cook Foods in Ashland is excited to support the Clay Central Sports Network and the Radio Alabama Foundation. Each year, Cook Foods has an enormous financial impact on our community with jobs at the Ashland location and growers throughout our area. Right now, there are many career opportunities awaiting at cookfoods.com. One could be just right for you. Cook Foods wishes the very best to the Clay Central Vols, cheerleaders, and the marching volunteers this fall. Go Vols!
We welcome you back here to the RA Digital pregame show. This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Williams. We've got Jeremy Character down on stats and other stuff, and also Heath Bone on the live stream, which should be hot and available on Facebook or YouTube on the Clay Central Sports Network. You should be able to search it and find it there. But coaches, as we continue into this pregame show, as Coach Horn would say right now, it's HOT. There were some storms in the area earlier, and you know, I think it actually rained here, a little wet, not a lot. It looks like it probably rained a tenth or so, and but you know how those old summer showers kind of heats things up, and that is what we're going in right now. The sun yet to go behind those old loblolly pines over there beside that the west bleachers over there across the way. We do sit here. There's a platform on the visitor side, which Coach, I've grown to kind of like these things where we get to sit right behind our fans and with our fans in the game. And that's where we're at. Our coaching staff's right down below us. Josh Nelson and the film crew's down there. So it's just something about being connected to the fans that I like about it.
That's right, and an excellent spot, you know, practically on the 50-yard line right here at Burt Haney Field. And you're right. We're here with friends and neighbors, and no grumbling will be going on here tonight probably.
Well,
and you're right about the thunderstorm. We skirted them all the way down here today, up around the Dadeville area and in that region. And as you said, rained here earlier, and it's blazing hot right now. But I don't think there's any more threat, at least for the next 2 or 3 hours.
Well, Coach, I wouldn't get too far ahead of myself there, but
you've got the radar.
Well, I don't see anything at this moment. But you know how this time of year is, and obviously we remember what happened last week. I don't feel comfortable enough to say that we're out of the woods, but the rain that come through earlier probably helped the possibility. We were actually stopped up, and Coach Chris Heron was able to go up and meet with his mother and stepdad there on Lake Martin, and she took care of us very well on where did we eat on our drive by Hills down here at Hill Auto Sales, and Coach, it come a good shower there on our area of Lake Martin we was on when we were out there.
We were right there on the waterfront, and came a good showers, a little thunder along with it, but and a great meal too, by the way. We appreciate Coach's mother doing that for us, and just a wonderful meal, one of the best we'll have all year, I'm sure, on our travels. But the whole crew got to enjoy it, and it was Jeremy's first time on that venture, and I think he enjoyed it as well.
Well, Coach, she actually gave me, because I kind of hit a little milestone today, she gave me a whole chocolate pie to take home that we've got down in the vehicle. So she just always takes care of us so well, and we like to be able to do that. Usually we try to fit it in at least once a year. It was good to be able to do it today.
And let me say this, Rusty, about the milestone you were talking about. Of course, Rusty is retiring from the city of Lineville after 29 years, and those people were gracious enough to have a little retirement reception for him today at the Lineville City Hall, and a lot of people there. I think that shows you, Rusty, what the people thought about you there. They all spoke highly of you, and 29 years, you had to be doing something right during all that time. But congratulations on getting your retirement in, and now I'm just afraid you're going to have a lot of time on your hands that you're not going to know what to do with.
Well, we'll see about that. It sure hadn't happened yet, but I appreciate that, Coach. Kind words that you had. But it was a special morning this morning, but a lot of people in Clay County that care about their people, and a lot of people showing that to me today. But it was a special day. One thing that always gets me here, and we're going to need some help. Character may have to help us. Make sure we know when they're doing the prayer and stuff, because sometimes you can get they. Are you sure? I don't.
I think they're ready, but they haven't started it yet.
Okay. Well, right now we don't know what's going on, Coach.
I remember.
They always start really early. They do it really early here, so I just don't want to miss. But the Vols are still out warming up. You know, you usually go to 6:35 on the warm up, so they're probably going to go. Coach Horn and the team going to continue their normal walk up routine. And I'm sure that's what they're going to do. So as they continue to do that, we're going to stick right here. Real quick, we talked a little bit about it, but we'll go over the Blair Family Farm and Market weather report. It's 80 degrees, and it feels like 86. I believe every bit of that, maybe 96. But I do start to feel a little bit of coolness in the air. Only a 10% chance of rain the rest of the night. So, Coach, you were probably right on with your forecast. Everything seems to south of us here in Eclectic, more down Montgomery and south. So hopefully, and a lot over in Columbus, kind of southeast of us. So everything's kind of sunk south. So right now, just a southeast wind at 3 miles an hour, which is pretty much non-existent at this time here at Burt Haney Field in Eclectic. And Coach, we'll quickly start to talk about it, and we may have to break away any point to go to the prayer and national anthem. But you know, this is going to be an interesting matchup. This team, the Elmore County Panthers, coming off a big win last week there against Chilton County, where they won 44-29, and our Volunteers fell in a heartbreaker in overtime. So you wonder which one, has the advantage coming off, and it just depends on the team, honestly.
Well, and I suspect that tonight, Rusty, that Elmore County probably coming into this game with a little more confidence than they've had in recent years when they've played Clay Central, and particularly playing at home, and as you said, coming off that win over Chilton County last week. And, I'm looking for the Volunteers to have to play well to escape out of here tonight with a win.
Well, I am too, Coach, and they're just some strong points. One of the things, not a ton of returners here on this Elmore County team, but Kason Moe, the new quarterback, he was a tight end wide receiver last year, 6'3", 190 senior, great arm. He's got some guys to throw to out there. You'll hear his name a lot. You're also going to hear Tyler Payton, number 14, their running back. He's got a lot of speed, and also a split receiver there, Bo Traylor. A lot of speed by him. They run a lot of jet sweeps with him, and you're going to see them challenge us on the edges. They really like to try to get the edges a lot and run a lot of buck sweep stuff and a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of stuff off tackle, and try to attack you wide, which is total opposite kind of what we dealt with last week.
Yeah, last week we were kind of stuck with battling a power team. This week, as you said, they'll attack more on the edge, and they may have an advantage on us with their skill people. We lost the bulk of ours. We've got young guys learning and developing week by week, but this team will attack us outside, and that's going to place a premium even defensively on our secondary to come up and make plays.
One thing we are expecting today is a couple changes for the Volunteers. We're expecting to see Jackson Fry make the move from outside linebacker back to cornerback and move Romel Duncan, which played a good bit, a sophomore, in at outside linebacker. That's one change that we expect to see today. And another change you might see kind of Hudson Foster and J.D. Hall flip-flopping positions a little bit more. Maybe J.D. Hall playing a little bit more quarterback, and then that putting Hudson Foster over in the slot on offense. Those two guys just kind of interchangeable at those two positions, and we're expecting to see Hall get the start and the majority of the reps if everything goes as planned tonight.
And I think we'll try to see, scheme-wise, we'll see more things where we try to get the ball in J.D.'s hands. He'll be taking the snap. May see him keep the ball more on the zone reads and that type thing. Maybe some calls, sweeps, powers with the quarterback. But we'll see him get the ball more tonight for sure.
Well, if we look back at last year, Coach, when J.T. Wilkerson, our quarterback, got hurt, J.D. came in and done a lot of those direct snap type reps. Last year, getting more of a wildcat look. Expect to see more of that here tonight. As our team exits, I think we're about to have our prayer and national anthem, so we're going to go ahead and break for that, and we'll come back when that's completed right here on the RA Digital pregame show on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Southern Cabinet Company provides cabinetry, hardware, and countertops for kitchen and bath projects, including custom homes and multifamily construction. The family-owned business has more than 40 years of experience serving the region. Southern Cabinet Company supports the Clay Central Sports Network and Classic Country 90.9. More information is available on Instagram or at 256-354-2555.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Meek Dozer Services. Owned by Joseph Meek, the business provides excavation, grading, land clearing, and land management solutions for residential and commercial properties throughout East Central Alabama. More information is available by phone at 256-276-8725 or on Facebook under Meek Dozer Service.
Is it time for a career change? Cook Foods of Ashland Complex features a variety of careers with excellent benefits and room for advancement. Current openings include various hourly positions at our processing plant, feed mill, hatchery, and live haul department. Support staff positions are also available, such as accounting, HR, purchasing, QA, and truck drivers. The website is cookfoods.com/careers. Cook Foods of Ashland is proud to sponsor the Clay Central Sports Network. Go Vols!
This is District Attorney Joe Fickwit with an important public safety reminder. As District Attorney, I've seen the aftermath of vehicle crashes caused by texting while driving. Many began with a simple distraction, a driver looking at a phone instead of the road, and ended with injury and death. Alabama's hands-free law was created to help save lives. In 2024 alone, distracted driving was linked to 65 deaths across the state. When you are behind the wheel, nothing on your phone is more important than arriving safely. Put the phone down. Stay focused. Protect yourself and those sharing the road with you. Don't text and drive.
Support for this program comes from Harris Plumbing and Electric in Ashland. Harris Plumbing and Electric has tools for multiple brands, scratch and dent appliances, a lumber yard, and building materials for a variety of projects. Harris Plumbing and Electric is located at 75 2nd Street Northwest in Ashland. Business hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. until noon. Information is available at 256-354-5600 or on Facebook. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Clay County Tire and Retreading, a locally owned business located at 83531 Highway 9 in Ashland. Clay County Tire and Retreading provides tire work, front-end alignment, and commercial tire services for trucks, tractors, and passenger vehicles. More information is available by phone at 256-354-2515. Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bucks Island, a marine dealership in Southside, Alabama. Bucks Island offers Manitou, Bentley, and Tri-Tune pontoon boats, including Manitou pontoons featuring V-Tune technology. The dealership receives new pontoon models throughout the year. More information about Bucks Island is available online at bucksisland.com or by phone at 1-800-I'm-READY.
A personal injury firm that takes tremendous pride in helping those at the most desperate times in their lives. Farr and Associates, sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network video live stream, online at tfarlaw.com.
Welcome you back here to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Rusty Tater, Coach Jerry Weems, Jeremy Character, Heath Stroud, and Coach Chris Herron on a drive by Hill Auto Sales driven down here. As he took care of us, Coach, and gave us a nice new ride to make the trip down a Hyundai Santa Fe. I don't think I'd ever ridden in one of those, but it was a nice ride down here this afternoon. And we appreciate Hill Auto Sales for taking care of us in that regard. Coach, each and every week you always get us some A&E Metal Roofing keys to the game. And let's see what you got today coming off that loss last week.
Well, we got some important keys, I think, to follow if we want to win this game tonight. And first of all, I think our mental approach to this game is going to be very important. In other words, we've got to put what happened last week behind us. We've got to move forward. And we hope that old football adage about the biggest improvement occurs between the first and second week. Number two, we gave up a couple of big pass plays last week, one on 3rd and 16, one on 4th and 20, and those two plays cost us the ball game. And so tonight, with quarterback Case and Moe throws the deep ball a lot for Elmore County, we've got to not have any busted coverages back deep in our secondary. And then number three, we've got to have an emphasis placed on first down on both sides of the ball. We put ourselves in bad situations last week offensively with negative plays and offensive penalties. We put ourselves in bad position on defense, giving up too much yardage on first down and leaving them with 2nd and 3rd down and short to go. And then fourth of all, we've got to get a little bit more balance on offense. We've got to try to put a little more pass into the offense, particularly some play action type passes with, I think that J.D. Hall can be a threat on play action. So maybe throw the ball just a little bit more to loosen the defense up. Those are things we need to improve and do tonight to have a good chance to win this football game.
Coach, there are some good A&E Metal Roofing keys to the game. Let's jump into our East Central Alabama Gas starting lineups at this time, and I'll start with the volunteer offense. Starting at center, Sean McCollum, he's 6'1", 235 and a junior. Starting at right guard, Clayton Tomlin, 6'1", 280 and a junior. Left guard, Gunnar Strickland, 5'10", 180 and a junior. At right tackle, Alfred Gross, 6'2", 275 and a junior. At left tackle, Colin Sims, 6'3", 275 and a junior. Starting at the wide receiver, Jaden Battle, 5'10", 160 and a junior. Jace Boyd getting started at the X receiver, 5'11", 165 and a senior. Ridge Waldrop in there at tight end, H-back, 6 foot, 200, and he is a senior. We mentioned Hudson Foster shifting more of his role right now, it looks like, over to the wide receiver in the Z position. Hudson Foster's 5'9", 160, and a junior. At running backs, Dalen Houston, 6'1", 190, and a senior, and he's a strong back with a lot of speed. He did show that on the one long touchdown run last week. J.D. Hall, the playmaker, he'll be getting to start at quarterback. He's 5'9", 160, and he's a senior, and he was our AGL Solid Waste Authority Player of the Week last week with some very impressive stats from all over the field. Looking at our special teams real quick, Landis Brown, he's a freshman, but he's our kicker, and he's looked solid in fall camp. He's been a little banged up. Hopefully he's healed up and ready to go. Jaden Battle, the punter, done a pretty solid job punting last week. No, really not allowing any returns, 5'10", 160, and a junior. We hope he don't get as many practice shots today from that kicking leg. The holders, Hudson Foster. Punch snappers, Luke McCollum, number 22, solid job on that. Actually fell on the fumble where we all remember that inadvertent whistle. That would have big play in the game. Luke McCullough was the one that fell on that ball during that inadvertent whistle. And Cole Watts also plays a lot at linebacker, starting linebacker, but he is the field goal snapper, and that is the volunteer offense.
Well, looking at the Elmore County defense tonight, they'll base primarily out of a 3-4, but we'll show some other looks as well. They'll line up across the front. The two ends, we've got Ryland Piggott. He's a 260-pound junior, and Landon Prater, a 210-pound senior. And then in the nose tackle spot, we've got Adam Sprinkle. He's a senior, weighs 275. The inside linebackers, we've got Hunter Smith, a 170-pound sophomore, and Connor Holt, a junior, in there. And then the two outside linebackers, on one side we've got Sam King, a 200-pound junior. On the other side we've got Caden Haskin, a 215-pound junior. In the secondary for Elmore County, two corners. We've got Bryce Allen, he's a sophomore, and we've got Rashawn Floyd, a senior. And then back in the safety spots, Tyler Payton, a senior, and Justavion Smith, a 170-pound junior. So that's how the Panthers line up defensively tonight.
Well, looking at the volunteer defense on the other side of the football, getting to start at nose guard, Jalen Rozelle, he's 6'4", 245, and he's a senior. At one defensive end, getting to start last week and doing a good job there. A lot of speed from that defensive end spot. Leighton Pettis, 6 foot, 205, and he is a senior. At the other defensive end, LaShamian Hardy, he started the previous year, kind of the lone starter back there for the Volunteers on the defensive line. He's wearing number 88, and he's 5'11", 215, and a senior. Mentioned earlier a little bit in the RA Digital pregame show, Romel Duncan getting to start at outside linebacker today. He's 5'9", 170, and he's a sophomore. Braden Sprayberry getting to start at the other defensive outside linebacker, 6'2", 185, and a junior. At cornerback, kind of making the move. Nothing of his doing, just feeling like it shores the defense up more, moving Jackson Fry back to cornerback, something he's played in the past. He's 5'9", 170, and a junior. At the other cornerback, we got J.D. Hall, a 5'9", 160 senior, I should say. At strong safety, we got Ryder Waldrop, 5'11", 175, and a junior. Hudson Foster, 5'11", 160, and a junior. He's the free safety. Looking at the heart of that defense, these two guys played a lot of football for the Volunteers, these two inside linebackers. Cam Mullins, 5'10", 190, and the senior. We talked about the strength he brings and the effort both of these guys bring. Cole Watts with a good game last week, made a lot of plays. 4 tackles, I think it was, Coach, behind the line of scrimmage last week. Cole Watts is 5'10", 180, and he's also a senior, kind of the anchor of the Vols defense, those two senior linebackers.
All right, looking at the Elmore County offense and some threats here. First of all, let's look across the front, and we'll start at left tackle and come across. At left tackle, Jay Lyles, 250-pound senior. Left guard, Kanan Ott, 220-pound junior. The center, Braden Glass, 200-pound junior. Then over on the right side at guard, we've got Tremaine Williams, a 250-pound junior, and Levi Davis, a 275-pound junior, at right tackle. So about average size for a 4A team across the front. Quarterback, Kason Moe, and he's an interesting guy. Moved over from tight end last year. He's a senior. He's experienced, has a good arm. He's 6'3" and 190, so a big quarterback. The running back is Tyler Payton. He's a 170-pound senior. We'll also see Carson Haskins in there a lot. He's a freshman, but he'll play a lot tonight. At tight end, we've got Crew Gray, a 170-pound junior. An H-back is Caden Haskin. He's 5'10", 215. And then two wide receivers, we've got Bo Traylor. He's 5'10", 170, a junior. We'll see him run the ball a lot as well on jet sweeps. And then another wide receiver we'll see, Nathan Smith, 6'2", 185. And the head coach of this team, Kyle Caldwell, he's been here 5 years and is 1-0 this year. And then one other guy we skipped, the kicker for Elmore County will be sophomore Luke Cash, and I saw him warming up before the game. He was hitting consistently from the 25, which makes a 35-yard field goal. So Luke Cash, the kicker for Elmore County.
You talked about the strength of them, Coach. We look back at, unless we missed it, I look back trying to get us a punter on this starting lineup, and I don't think Elmore County punted last week against
in that
Chilton
one
County.
game, I don't think I saw him punt.
So no way. I don't know, but Luke Cash, a solid kicker for sure. They're on kickoff coverage.
They scored 44 points, so there wasn't a lot of punting going on.
There wasn't a whole lot of punting going on actually on either side. You mentioned Kyle Caldwell. He's in his 5th year. He's 31-4. Actually, overall, he's last season. I've got this all messed up. He's 1-0 on this season. Something to speak of. I'm not sure of the circumstances, but he was on leave, Coach, till Thursday. I think it was. Was it yesterday or Wednesday afternoon? He was taken off of administrative leave. We're not sure what the situation is there, but he is back reinstated and back with the football team tonight for this matchup against the Volunteers.
Yeah, it was sort of, like you said, we can't speculate because we don't know for sure, but they worked it out, and he's back coaching tonight.
So Coach Caldwell will be on the sideline. We're going to take our last break here on the RA Digital pregame show. When we come back, we'll be headed towards the Cook Foods of Ashland kickoff and the Buddy Sports Country coin toss right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by Ashland Auto Parts. Ashland Auto Parts is proud to sponsor Clay Central Marching Volunteers halftime show. Locally owned and serving Clay County since 1988, Ashland Auto Parts is a Napa Auto Parts store with a full line of Napa professional parts, along with paint and body shop supplies, welding supplies, and welding gases. Ashland Auto Parts is available by phone at 256-354-4873 and open Monday through Friday 7 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to noon.
You know, being the PA announcer for volunteer football has been an incredible honor. One thing I love is celebrating each and every First State Bank, followed by the crowd responding with First Down. That chant signals another successful play for our Clay Central Volunteers. But you know, it runs a little deeper. It also shows that First State Bank is also cheering on the Vols, much like they've supported this community for more than 50 years. First State Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Clay County Healthcare Authority is a proud supporter of Classic Country 90.9. Clay County Healthcare Authority is located at 83825 Highway 9 in Ashland. Services include an emergency room, outpatient care, a sleep lab, Hospice of Clay County, and the Clay County Nursing Home. Across the highway is the Clay County Healthcare Authority DME Equipment and Wellness Center. The phone number is 256-354-2131. More information is available at claycountyhospital.com.
Every day brings a different destination. Allen Brew Markets is a locally owned, family-operated convenience store offering fuel, coffee, cold beverages, snacks, and everyday essentials. With locations across the region, Allen Brew Market serves local communities with food, drinks, and convenience items.
You're rolling with Allen, oh yeah, Allen Brew Markets.
Welcome you back here to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network's Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Jeremy Character on the stats. He's Stroud down on the stream that is available on the Facebook page, our Clay Central Sports Network Facebook page and YouTube page. Coach Chris Herron on the drive down, driven by Hill Auto Sales. The drive of the night. Right now, the drive of the night is given to Coach Chris Herron for getting us down here safely. We'll see as we return, but we appreciate Hill Auto Sales helping us to get to each and every away game this 2026 volunteer football season. Coaches, we get headed towards this Buddy Sports Country coin toss and Cook Foods of Ashland kickoff. The sun's kind of went behind some clouds over there across the way as we look almost due west. This field does run south to north. Here at Bert Haney Field, Elmore County, you know, Coach, I played here back in the day. We used to play Elmore County, but they were 2A. You know, back in the day when I played at Lima, I'm sure Clay County played them some as well. And we had some good games down here against these guys. They were really good back in the 90s too, playing football, as you mentioned earlier, their history of football.
Yeah, and Rusty, I remember coming here in the 70s when I coached at Dadeville. And Elmore County was one of our standard rivals we played. And I'm telling you, they were very good during that time. And, there was one year in the 70s, I think maybe 76, 77, I actually came to a playoff game here in Lineville, was playing Elmore County in a playoff game. And I think Elmore County maybe won that night.
Oh, I believe you got that mistaken, but we'll keep going.
Did they? Or
No, I
did.
Yeah.
I think that may be one of the years they won the state.
Okay.
And
well, we'll hand it to them if they went on in one state.
But I remember seeing Lineville. I was standing down by that old block wall you were talking about on the north end that's no longer there. And, an old baseball park with that white block wall. And I can only see now one little portion of that wall remaining here, and I bet they want to keep that as a memento of that period. It's about 30 or 40 yard section of it in the south end zone, and that'll be a relic for this stadium, I guess, from now on. But anyway, Elmore County, as you mentioned, some great teams through the years, and already 1-0 this year. We just hope they hit a roadblock here tonight.
Well, we look across the way. We've got some Panthers that's lined up to be captain. Across the way, I see number 14, Tyler Payton. I also see, looks like number 61. All right, maybe 51. That is 61.
61.
I don't have a 61 on that. I might have it on the starting lineups, but number 61 there. Do you have a 61?
He's not on.
He's not on there, so we don't know who that is. Number 20, Sam King, and number 12, also there, Caleb Johnson, looking for the Volunteers. In their white jersey, red numeral outlined in blue headgear. And, Coach, something that's an addition back to this week we mentioned last week, they got the sea balls back on the helmet with the red stripe. We're back fully decked out there in that blue headgear, white jersey, white pant, red and blue stripe down the side. The Elmore County Panthers with maroon jerseys, white numeral, maroon pants, white headgear with Panthers across the side of the helmet. The volunteer captains for the night will be number 36, that's Caden Lacey. Also, number 5, Dalen Houston. Number 79, Tristan Dunnigan. And number 44 for the Volunteers, Jalen Rosale. And that will be your volunteer captains for tonight.
And right now, the officials holding all captains on the sideline. And
we're about 4 minutes away from the Cook Foods of Ice and Kick, but we're about to move right into this Buddy Sports Country coin toss as soon as the officials are ready on both sides to get headed out into the field of play.
I don't think I see the head guy over across the way now.
I think the key, Coach, is what I've started to do, and I don't know if it's been stressed or something. They let the last player coming onto the field reach the field before they start onto the field. I think that's what I saw last week, and there's some players for Elmore County definitely taking their time coming out of the locker room over there. And it looks like the last players entered the field, and we should see the officials head towards the center of the field pretty quickly here as they get ready for kind of a little breeze coming out of the east. I was talking about that 3-mile-an-hour wind on the Blair Family Farm and Market weather report, Coach. About 79 degrees now, and when the sun goes down and behind those clouds, it's like it dropped 15 degrees instantly.
Yeah, this time of the year that you see that, and feels a lot better right now.
Both the sets of captains head out to center field here. Turf field. Something that I noticed, Coach, I don't know if you noticed, but every 5 yards is a little bit different color green. There's a lighter shade like in between the 40 and 45, and then a darker in between the 45s, and then every 5 yards is a darker section and a lighter section. Not a lot of difference, but there's a little difference.
I've seen that before. But
pretty field here.
As you said, I hadn't noticed it tonight, but 2 sections dark right in the middle, by the way.
There are, and looks like they're going over the – of course, we don't know this officiating crew. We're assuming they're coming out of the Montgomery area.
Yeah, that's where they get theirs.
Waiting for the coin toss. They're talking to Caden Lacey there. The coin toss has been tossed.
And I believe
we've won it. And if we've won it, I bet you we defer.
Yeah, no question. We'll defer.
Let's see as we get the call, make it official. And that's right. The Volunteers will be kicking from our left to our right. That'll be south to north. Elmore County will start with the football. Coach, let's transfer out of this RA Digital pregame show and get right into this Young's Drugstore first quarter right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Classic Country 90.9 is WFAZ-FM Goodwater, Ashland, Lineville, home of the Clay Central Volunteers on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
They're not going to catch him, Coach. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Volunteers.
From Radio Alabama Sports, Clay Central Football is on the air.
He breaks a tackle. He's going to go, Coach. 5, touchdown Volunteers.
This is the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. Clay Central Football is presented by Southern Union State Community College. First Bank of Alabama, where you are first. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and they'll prove it. Clay and Coosa County District Attorney Joe Fickwit. Allen Oil Company of Sylacauga, fuel for your body, fuel for your car. You're all in with Allen. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success. And RA Digital, digital marketing built for you, built for growth. Now, alongside Coach Jerry Weems and Heath Stroud, here's the voice of the Volunteers, Rusty Taylor.
We're welcoming you back here as we get prepared for this Cook Foods of Ashland kickoff. We'll tender it out. Number 51, Landis Brown will be teeing it up right there in the middle of the field on the 40-yard line. He'll be kicking from our left or right. Still awaiting the Elmore County Panthers to break their huddle across the way as they do, and they'll go out to their return. Let's see where they set up. Looks like number 10. They've got some threats here, Coach. They've got some speed. Without a doubt, does the Elmore County. It looks like back deep is going to be Bo Traylor. And also number 14, we mentioned both of these guys, Taylor Payton, the running back.
And we had some short kickoffs last week, giving 5 some good field position. Need a little bit deeper this time and a little bit better coverage on kickoffs.
Now, you're home for live volunteer football play-by-play on the flagship station for Central High School of Clay County Athletics. Classic Country 90.9 and the Radio Alabama app. First quarter action is presented by Young's Drugstore.
That first kick, Coach, low line drive kick where Davion Aldridge takes it right up the field. Actually, a couple players on the tackle, but I noticed our kicker, Landis Brown, laying a pretty good lick on him, but all the way up at the 41.
Yeah, and the kick only went to the 23-yard line where it was fielded, and so right off the bat at the 41, good field position for Elmore County to start this football game. And the offensive unit is now out there. And,
Twins to the left, single set to the right. Case and Moore with just a H-back, kind of empty set. He's going to bring Payton back in behind him, a bad snap, and he's just going to have to eat it, Mo. He does find a big hole, though, after a bad snap. He's going to gain 4 yards all the way up to the 45. Coach, a snap that almost got by Mo, and he turns it into a positive and gains 4 yards.
Yeah, that play was intended to go to Tyler Payton, the running back, who had come in motion, but the bad snap threw the timing off the play entirely.
Payton in there. They're going to go really quick today a lot of times, and then you're going to see them go to the side for a change of play as they do. Payton a move from a right to a left. Got an H-back to the right side and a tight end on the right side, ball on the left hash. Going to take, fake, looking to throw, looking deep. He's hit, and that is quickly Braden Sprayberry hitting Mo in the back, and that interrupted the pass. And I think Hudson Foster on the dive got a hand on it, but you can give credit right there to Braden Sprayberry and his pressure.
Yeah, Mo had set up to throw, and he was in his motion throwing when Sprayberry hit him there, making the pass really be out of the reach of the intended receiver.
And they're going to draw us off sides in this situation right there. Just something you can't do. You got them 3rd and 6, and we're going to go off sides, and that was number 45 for the Volunteers jumping into the neutral zone, Kadarian Allen.
Yeah, Allen jumped in there, and he'll make his way to the sideline quickly after that mistake.
No, and he was in the nose guard spot. That's the guy. He was slanting in the A-gap, Coach, and he kind of trying to get a stop. If you're over the top of the football, you can't do that.
Bad part about it makes it 3rd and 1 right here.
Yeah, that big, long 3rd and 6 to a 3rd and 1
They can
here.
open their playbook up on 3rd and 1.
Mo shifts The big H-back, number 4, Haskin. From right. The snap is bad. It's on the turf. There's a fight for it. He's going to get it, Coach, but all the way back at the 40. Two bad snaps out of 3. That's not looking good right there. I didn't see that any last week, Coach, but it may be because they didn't play a nose guard much of the time. Chilton County did. We are, and it may be interfering with that snap.
Yeah, that guy in front of the center could have affected him, but it's a 10-yard loss, and the Volunteers overcome that 5-yard penalty on that 3rd and 1 because of that bad snap.
Looks like number 2, Nathan Smith, will be doing the punting duties. He's a 6'2", 185 sophomore. Good snap back to him. End-over-end punt. It's going to be fair caught. All the way up at the, not bad, 27, 28-yard line there by the Volunteers, and that being our quarterback, J.D. Hall. And Volunteers with a big stop there the first time out. That's really good to see.
Well, that's maybe give some momentum to this offensive unit. And you remember last week, the offense only 4 first downs the entire football game. So they've got a statement to make here on offense.
Hall lines up at quarterback, right hash. He's got Dalen Houston in the backfield behind him in the pistol set. We're going to shift tight end and H-back from right to left. That's Waldrop and Lacey. Lacey going to go back in motion from left to right. Snap back, and we're going to hand it off to Houston. Houston stiffs arms the first man, but can't get by the second one, Coach. But number 20, we talked about those outside linebackers, and there's Sam King knifing into the backfield for a 1-yard loss.
Well, they brought Lacey back in motion to the right side, set him up as a wing to block that outside linebacker, and he actually missed that block and allowed that guy to make the tackle right there.
5-man front here, and they're going to hand off to Houston. And Houston had a hole, but he's grabbed from behind. That's number 4, Caden Haskin. Looked like a good hole off a right tackle, but Coach Haskin comes from the backside outside linebacker and made that play.
Their outside linebackers very mobile, react.
But we've got to keep that in mind. If they're going to come in from outside that quick, then there's got to be something to go back wide to their.
Well, we're in the same spot we were last week now. 3rd and 10, 3rd and long.
Hard count. We've got a bunch. Trip set right off the right side, ball on the right hash. Houston in the backfield, single set way wide, Jace Boyd. We're going to take, fake, and there goes looking to throw. And he had Lacey wide open for the first down, but overshot him up at the 42-yard line. Lacey running wide open across the field, Coach, just coming on a drag from the right side all the way across and just unable to get it to him, just overshot him just a hair.
Yeah, nobody picked him up until he hit the flat on the opposite side, and J.D. kind of floated that ball over his head. So
I will say J.D. having to run to his left, which is a hard throw and a lot of pressure on him.
Right, so we're having the punt, and again, 2 bad plays on 1st and 2nd. Kind of stymied that offensive possession.
Battle back to take the snap from McCollum. A little bit of a low snap, but he gets it. It's a spiral. Good kick. It's going to be fair caught for, and he bobbled. That was a quick whistle. He ended up catching it, Coach, but he did not have that ball when that whistle was blown. I'm just remembering last week. That's a little quick on a whistle on a fair catch.
It was a high punt that turned over, and, Battle doing a good job punting so far.
We actually won that punt battle by a couple of yards right there, even without gaining a yard. So
Yeah, they started at the 41, their last possession. They're into the 38. This time, where they'll start.
The first quarter is brought to you by Young's Drugstore.
Time we're going to take and hand it off to the running back, Tyler Payton. Payton pounding out across the 40 to the 41. We'll give him a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Well, last week 5 hurt us on first down with positive yardage every time. And this play here, Rusty, actually closer to 4. A pretty good first down play straight ahead.
I'll tell you what, calling the game, Coach, with the chains on your side is much more difficult.
You can see very well.
For spot. Well, I like spotting the ball with the chains across the field, away from me. It's a lot easier for me to see where the spot is. There's a throw across the middle, wide open receiver. That's number 10, Bo Traylor, and he makes a move and bypasses a man, and he's going to step out of bounds down around the 2-yard line. But it looked just like a kind of a corner route across the way, and he hit him right in stride.
That's what it was, a post corner. Our corner came up apparently, and the safety never got over. J.D. Hall was that safety. Never got over.
J.D. Hall's actually the corner.
Yeah, he never got over there in that deep part of that zone, and he was wide open.
This time they're going to take and hand off to Peyton, and Peyton's going in the end zone right up the middle. And an early lead here by Elmore County after the long pass play of, what was that, about a 56-yard pass play somewhere around there, Jeremy?
Yeah, they were at about the 45.
Yeah. About a 56-yard pass there roughly. So.
And that's the third big pass play that we've given up now in a full game and a quarter, not even half a quarter of this game. That's 3 times we've been burned deep. And
Balls trailing
6-0.
Luke Cash had come out. We talked about he's looked impressive kicking. Tall kicker, by the way.
Tall guy.
Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up. And it is good as well. And Elmore County leads the Vols with 8:18 to go here in the Young's Drugstore opening quarter on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. We'll take a quick break right here. We'll be back for the kickoff. Says the Volunteer offense can get things going when we come back.
Underwriting for Classic Country 90.9 comes from Integrity Cabinets in Lineville, a family-owned and operated cabinet manufacturing business established in 2004. Integrity Cabinets is on Highway 49 North in Lineville, and employment opportunity information is available by phone at 256-354-1431 or online at integritycabinets.com. Integrity Cabinets is a proud supporter of the Radio Alabama Foundation.
At First State Bank, we believe in the power of local. Your deposits help fuel local businesses, support local home ownership, and build a stronger community for us all. Our focus is on this community, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. First State Bank has been a stable financial institution for this area through good times and through bad. With locations in Ashland, Lineville, and Wedowee, First State Bank is looking to build an even brighter future right here in our backyard. First State Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back. It's Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Jeremy Character, Heath Stroud. The Volunteers just fell behind 7-0. Number 40, Luke Cash. I don't have a size on him. Coach, he's got to be 6'4" in that neighborhood.
Every bit of it.
Jackson Pride taking the kick back at the 10, looking up the right hash, and he is hit at the 25 and going backwards. He's tackled by number 20, Sam King, that outside linebacker, and also we talked about number 22, Hunter Smith, kind of combined on the stop there. And the Vols will be starting just the average field position at the 25.
Rusty, going back to that long pass play, we were in a cover 3, which means the corner is responsible for that third of the field where that play occurred. And the corner came up and bit on a double move by that receiver. And once that receiver made that second move, he was wide open, and Mo delivered the ball to him.
Volunteers going to take and hand it off to Houston on the left side. Houston running hard, going to gain about 4 yards. Not a bad first down there for the Vols. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
Well, right now, Volunteers starting at the 25, so got to try to grind one out, got to move the ball, and not a bad play on first down this time.
Really, Coach, it seems to me not that it's a weak spot, but the weaker side of this defense is right at them, right up the middle.
Yeah, if we can get movement out of our OL.
This time, going to take, and JD's got room. He's got the corner. JD's in a foot race. JD at the 40. JD's going to be ran down inside the 30, down into about the 27-yard line. But that's what JD Hall brings you, that deep threat and the big play, and the Volunteers are set up here. 1st and 10.
Well, we talked with JD last night on Football Fiesta about that very play, the zone read. He rode the back in there, pulled the ball, and was off to the races right there.
You got to give number 14 credit, Coach. That's Tyler Payton, our big running back, kind of got a little bit of an angle on him, was able to run JD down. This time we're going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston makes a guy miss. Houston down to the 20-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 6 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 4. That is going to put us just inside the Tortilla of Sylacauga red zone.
And looked like Houston was running with a purpose right there on that particular play. A little bit of explosiveness out of the running back, and that's something I think we missed a lot last week.
Good hole right there between Sean McCollum and Clayton Tomlin, by the way. And I think we're going to draw the Panthers all sides. If we do, this will be a First State Bank first down, which will be our second of the night so far.
Yeah, second one on this drive, too. So first down now, the ball sitting squarely on the 15-yard line.
Ball's 1st and 10, ball on the right hash, just inside the right hash here. Ball's operating from our left to our right, trailing 7-0, I should say, to Elmore County, but threatening with a 1st and 10 at the Elmore County 15. Pistol set, Houston behind Hall. Snap, going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston's hitting the backfield. Nothing doing. That was led by number 9, the inside linebacker right there, Connor Holt. Really just nowhere to run. And he just kept trying to bounce it out, Coach, and finally he was corralled.
Well, our offensive linemen were all engaged right there, and the linebacker had an open window there across the line, popped in there. The penetration didn't allow Houston to get started on that play.
2nd and 11, a loss of 1 yard there on the play. Elmore County leading 7-0. 6 minutes to go here in this Young's Drugstore opening quarter. Trips to the left. Ball on the right hash. Going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston pounds in there, and again, he's met by number 9, Connor Holt, the 5'10", 195-pound junior running back. And he gets no gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11, and we're going to have that heat timeout. So as we take the timeout here, the Clay County Healthcare Authority timeout, we'll take it with them. Right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. The Vols will come back with a 3rd and 11 from the 16-yard line of Elmore County, trailing 7-0 with 5:38 to go.
Did you know that physical therapy is the first line of defense for joint and muscle pain, injuries, and even reducing your risk of falls? Are you planning to have orthopedic surgery? Dr. Cameron Bisher and Dr. Adam Johnston at Central Physical Therapy are trained to diagnose the problem and develop a treatment plan toward pain-free and healthy living. Central Physical Therapy offers plans for all individuals as well as performance training for athletes. Located near Smith's Curve and Lineville, the website is centralptal.com. Rehab well, live well, and perform well with Central Physical Therapy, sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network.
East Alabama, this is Chance Jones with the Clay County EDC. In our county, small businesses are the heartbeat of our towns. The EDC is shining a spotlight on one small business each week, right here on Radio Alabama. Do you know a local business that deserves some love? Nominate them. Text SPOTLIGHT to 256-276-9319. That's SPOTLIGHT to 256-276-9319. And let's celebrate our businesses together. The EDC is proud to present the Small Business Spotlight on Radio Alabama.
We welcome you back. 3rd and 11, trips to the left side, kind of a bunch set over there. They're going to take, rolling left here is Hall. Hall throwing underneath, open receiver, and it went through his hands. That looked like, from here, Coach, my angle, it looked like a good pass down around the 5-yard line, would have been close to the sticks. K.J. Wilson unable to haul it in.
Yeah, it looked like the ball maybe hit him in the hands and just kind of deflected off there. But, again, the Volunteers, after making that last first down, went 1st and 2nd down with no play, no yardage gain, leaving them in that 3rd and 10. And
now we'll be bringing the field goal team in. That's where number 51, Landis Brown, will line up for the kick. Held by Hudson Foster.
I think we're right at the
Cole, watch the snap.
Limit of his
snap
range
is good. Right, hold is good, but the kick is well off to the left and no good, and the score will stand. It's 7-0 with 5:17 to go here in the Young's Drugstore opening quarter.
Experience exceptional service and convenience with Allen Brew Markets. With 16 locations throughout East Central Alabama, including a new Wedowee spot, Allen Brew Markets is committed to serving you with the best fuel options and a rich history of local ownership. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
We'll come back here, Elmore County with a touchdown on their last after a big pass play of about 56 yards. Looking to throw a wide receiver screen out. They do. Played well across the way there from number 12, Ryder Waldrop, from his safety spot. Going to be a short gain. We'll give him 3.
Yeah, just a quick screen over there to the split end. He turned it outside, got a couple of yards.
That's one thing, Coach, about being in the stands up here. You're going to hear everything, and we're right next to the band, so enjoy that volunteer band throughout the night.
And you'll have a good view and sound to them at halftime tonight.
Absolutely. Brought to you by Ashland Auto Parts will be the band performance. Looking to throw again, throwing a post route across the middle. There, Jackson Fry makes the tackle, but not before Elmore County is up for the first down. That was completed to number 8 right there, that being Carson Middix. Coach, one thing I'd say, they're throwing to a lot of different receivers early in the game here, are the Elmore County Panthers.
Yeah, and they're not only is he throwing to a lot of receivers, they're throwing a lot of plays, which indicates to me they're trying to loosen the defensive front so that they can run later.
Mo calls for the snap, and he's dropping straight back. Getting pressure by Duncan. He throws it deep, and he got it down there. That's number 10 inside of ball territory down around the 30-yard line. Number 10, as we mentioned, Bo Traylor, wide open down the far sideline on Elmore County side.
That looked maybe like another double move, a stop and go, and Ryder Waldrop was the corner over there. I don't know if we were covered.
Waldrop's a safety, Coach.
Okay. No, Hall was the safety, wasn't he?
No, Hall's is the corner. Hall's the corner.
Okay.
Waldrop's a safety.
I'm not sure what the coverage was. It may have been the cover 3 again where the double move got us for a second time.
There was 2. It was twins over there that time, so I think they ran a little. There's a handoff up the middle. Hudson Foster comes in and makes the stop for no gain. Kind of slipping and sliding back there, Tyler Payton, nothing doing on the first down.
Looked like Cole Watts. I almost had him for a loss there over on the right side before he cut back.
That pole got right in my way, so I'm glad. I saw Watts, so that makes sense. He kind of tripped him up a little bit. 2nd and 10, 3:07 to go. Young's Drugstore first quarter. Elmore County leads their ball 7-0 here, and they're at the 30-yard line of the ball, so the 2nd and 10.
Elmore County doing a good job right now of checking off and getting into a secondary play after they see our alignment.
Bad snap, rolls back to Mo. Mo's just going to take, run, throw deep. Way out of bounds. He throws that away, but again, a snap rolls back there right now. Braden Glass having a little trouble on the snaps. It's bailed the Volunteers out, honestly, a couple plays.
Yeah, they were fortunate that the ball was at his feet. He just picked it up, scrambled to his right, and as you said, just threw that one away.
Coach, you wonder with what we've seen from the kicker, this would be about a 47-yarder. They probably need a few yards to attempt a field goal.
I would say right now they're not in range.
But he's got a pretty solid leg, does Cash. It'll be interesting to see how they play this right here with a 3rd and 10 from the 30. Ball right in the center of the field. They're going to call a timeout as they take this Clay County Health Authority timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network on Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by Blair Family Farm and Market, located at 1015 Blair Road in Ashland. Blair Family Farm and Market offers meat from livestock raised on their farm without antibiotics, along with products from other local farms. Blair Family Farm and Market is open Wednesday and Thursday from 1 to 6 and Friday and Saturday from 9 to 6. More information is available by phone at 256-907-0982 or on Facebook under Blair Family Farm and Market.
Chelsea Rush with Hunter Bend Realty provides residential, land, and commercial real estate services to buyers and sellers throughout East Central Alabama. More information is available by phone at 256-276-9153, by email at chelsea@hunterbend.com, or online at hunterbend.com. Chelsea Rush with Hunter Bend Realty is a proud supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9.
A personal injury firm that takes tremendous pride in helping those at the most desperate times in their lives. Farr and Associates, sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network video live stream, online at tfarlaw.com.
Mo quickly hard counts ball in the center of the field, 3rd and 10. Volunteers trail 7-0, but a big opportunity here to try to stiffen and make a 4th down play here for the Elmore County Panthers. Play clock is down to 0. They're going to get called for the delay of game. That's going to cost them 5 and move them back now. 3rd and 15. Coming out of a timeout, Coach. I know Coach Caldwell's not going to be pleased with that.
Well, I'll tell you what threw them off that time. We had our corner over here on the tight end side up on the line of scrimmage, and I think they were trying to check off something to the tight end and never did get it done.
Mo back under center, trips to the right side. We see number 10, 8, and 2 over there for Elmore County. Snap, good. Mo looking to throw across the middle, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver. He really should have caught that football. Well thrown ball. That's Nathan Smith. He'll tell you he would have had the first down at the 20-yard line. But now it's a 4th and 15. Let's see what Coach Caldwell decides to do. Kind of no man's land at the 35.
Yeah, Smith ran a route right there and just a deep curl.
I think they're bringing out the punting team.
Well, they're at the 35. A field goal would be over 50 right here. So
they're bringing out the punter. That's number 2 that just dropped the pass, Nathan Smith.
Yeah, Smith, he didn't.
You got to be safe here. You better be in a safe punt situation, which I'm sure we are. Snap back to Smith, and he's going to punt it and try to pin the balls back. That one should get in the end zone, and it will. It hits about 2 yards deep, and that is a great chance for the Volunteers as they'll start 1st and 10 up at their own 20 with 2:31 to go here in the Young's Drug Store first quarter, trailing 7-0.
Timber Elite Auctions conducts monthly simulcast online timber and heavy equipment auctions at timbereliteauctions.com. Jason Walker is available by phone at 256-846-0575 or by email at jason@timbereliteauctions.com. To get your assignments in the next upcoming auction, Alabama Auctioneer License number 5462, Timber Elite Auctions, a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network.
J.D. Hall rolls right past. Again, sails through the hands of K.J. Wilson. Had a good look at that one, Coach. It was high, but that's a pass K.J.'s got to catch right through his hands.
Well, it was a good play call. We just didn't execute the play. But first down continues to haunt this offensive unit right here. We're getting nothing on first down.
2nd and 10 for the Volunteers, trailing 7-0. 2nd and 10 from our own 20-yard line. We're going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston fights up for a gain of 2. Bring up a 3rd and 8. 3rd and long again for the Volunteers, deep in their own territory. 2:16 to go here in the Young's Drug Store opening quarter as the Vols trail 7-0.
Well, you know, that's the bad thing about throwing on first down. If it's incomplete, you're instantly in a long yardage situation, and it kind of limits what you can do on 2nd down. And now 3rd down is a little bit more predictable. You're probably looking at a throw or a draw.
A change at quarterback here, Coach. Actually, looks like we got number 10, Jeremiah Lopez. Lopez dropped the snap and went back and caught it, and then completes it up to Houston. Houston stiff arms one guy up across the 25. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the First State Bank first down. Just a little pass out, a little swing pass to the back, but Jeremiah Lopez getting the rep there at quarterback.
Well, actually, that was a screen play, and we should have had an illegal man downfield because our right tackle, number 76, Alfred Grace, was 15 yards up the field.
But as long as you throw it behind the line of scrimmage, it don't matter, right?
Well, but he chased. I'm not sure the receiver was behind the line. What are we doing on 4th down?
We're lining up to go for it, probably trying to draw them off sides. We'll see. Hudson Foster in at quarterback. We're going to take the snap and hand off, and it's blown dead. And they're going to call the Vols for procedure.
I think we kind of blew up that whole situation.
I don't know who it was called on.
Surely from our 29.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Coach. We was fixing to bust about a 7-8 yard play on the power. It was wide open. They didn't even line up right.
But we're talking about 4th and 10 on our 29.
It was 4th and 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 4th and 1, really.
Yeah. Now we're punting the ball after
4th and 7. High snap. Battle goes up and gets it. end-over-end kick that's going to be, and that should be past. That's the right call. We run into the return man, so they're going to add some yardage. That's going to be kick-catch interference on our Volunteers.
Yeah, we didn't really run in. We just kind of bumped him as we went by, but it's going to cost us 15 yards.
That short kick, Coach, the punt was only about 20 yards, and that's what that causes. The kicking team's expecting a deeper kick, and they run right by the return man and ran into him.
And that could be a key play right here, that 15-yard penalty, because it puts them down to the 30-yard line where they'll start with first down.
That's where they ended their drive, Coach. Well, actually, they ended up negative yards, but that's where they got to on that last drive. Just 43 seconds left here in the Young's Drug Store opening quarter, but the ball's trailing 7-0. Elmore County set up with great field position at the Volunteer 30 after the short punt and then a 15-yard kick interference.
Ball defense, so they're back to the wall right here.
Mo takes, fakes, throws a swing pass. That ball was very close. It was forward, but it was very close. I wished it wasn't, because that would have been a loss of about 4 yards, but it was forward by about a yard.
Yeah, Rumel Duncan was right there on coverage for that.
If he would have thrown it to him, Coach, I think Duncan would have intercepted it, honestly.
Yeah, he was right there all over that one. Second down now.
Oxford, Coach, after first quarter, leading Jacksonville 3-0. A battle. Is that one there at Lamar Field? Where's that ball?
That's at Oxford tonight.
Going empty here is when he throws across the middle, and that ball is deflected. Jackson Fry gets a hand in there, intended for number 8.
That's Aldridge again.
Aldridge, and Coach, I think Jackson Fry got a hand in there and kind of patted that ball away.
Now that's what we call a skinny post. He went about 8 yards, broke it off quick, and the ball hit him. Should have been caught, really. Elmore County kind of squandering this field position unless they can come up with a big play right here.
Kason Moe, the big tall quarterback, he's 6'3", 190, as they lead the Volunteers 7-0, but in a big 3rd and 10 here from the 30. Right now, one big play is the difference in the game. Moe drops back, getting pressure. There's holding, and that's going to be a big penalty. It's thrown across the middle, but it ain't going to matter because there's going to be a hold all the way back at the 36-yard line.
Yeah,
as we talked about Duncan, Romeo was getting tackled from behind.
They completed it all the way down to the 10-yard line, but it's coming back.
That was as clear as a bell, Coach. Everybody on both sides saw that hold.
And they're going, if they go from the point of the penalty, it's going to be a huge penalty.
Well, that is where it's supposed to go from.
But it wasn't. It went back to the line.
Well, is that not a spot foul?
It's a 15-yarder from the line of scrimmage.
It's a 10-yarder is what it's supposed to. It's 10 yards back to the 40.
Yeah, not 15.
And redo the down. I thought it was a spot foul, Coach. But
I think maybe if it's beyond the line of scrimmage.
Not in the negative.
Yeah. But it gives Elmore County another shot here from the 40 on 3rd and
what's some
20.
kind of screen or draw here? Mo drops back, and he's looking to run it.
He's loose.
And he's got the corner. He's down the sideline, still running, and he's met by Hall, but after he gets first down, you cannot lose contain on that situation, knowing that's really all they're probably wanting to do is run you off and run, and nobody kept contain on that far side.
Yeah, and Mo, all the confidence in the world, stood there in the pocket as long as he could, then broke loose. And, I saw the scouting report for our game this week, and one point of emphasis on it was we had to do a better job containing the quarterback, and we didn't on that play.
Well, that ends the Young's Drug Store first quarter as the Vols trail 7-0. We'll get ready when we come back to transfer into the Matthews Meat Market second quarter. Elmore County leads 7-0. They'll have a first and goal from a Volunteer 10 when we come back right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bama Guns and Outfitters with locations in Heflin on Almond Street and in Talladega on Highway 77. Bama Guns and Outfitters offers firearms, fishing gear including urchin baits, outdoor equipment, shotguns, ammunition, decoys, and related accessories. More information is available by phone at 256-253-2635 or 256-368-5449. Bama Guns and Outfitters is also on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Jody Rice, the First Capital Insurance Agency, and once again, we are a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First Capital Insurance Agency offers personal, business, life, and recreational vehicle insurance coverage. Policies are available for homes, personal and commercial automobiles, commercial properties, general liability, watercraft, motorcycles, and all-terrain vehicles. We are an independent agency representing insurers such as Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Hartford. Located at 575 East College Street in Lineville, the office is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. The phone number is 256-396-2131, and our website is firstcia.com.
Second quarter action is brought to you by Matthews Meat Market. Now, back to the action.
Coach, after a big 3rd and 20, we let the quarterback rumble for about 30, and here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 from the 10-yard line, and right now Case and Moe making all the plays for Elmore County.
Direct snap back to the running back, Peyton, but they're going to get a procedure penalty. An early step there by the running back, the lead back. To kind of get cute there, Coach, in a Wildcat, and every time they brought, in my opinion, they brought Moe out at quarterback, things have just not looked as smooth.
Well, that's a break for the defense now. Maybe gives us a little bit more room here to operate, but Moe back in, and we'll look for a throw here.
Everybody in tight, 2 tight ends.
Actually, Moe's not in.
No, actually, it's number 10, looks like taking a snap this time, that being Bo Traylor. But he can throw as well, Coach. I saw him get some reps at quarterback. This time he's going to take, rolling right, looking to throw. He throws it, then it's swatted away. Dangerous throw. And I believe that was swatted away by J.D. Hall. But all kind of volunteer defenders all on those 2 receivers right there.
Yeah, they had a flood route there with 2 receivers going into the same area. We had it covered pretty good, and the play action kind of froze our outside linebacker temporarily. Big play right here on 3rd. It is 3rd, isn't it?
3rd and 15, Coach. That's right.
The down marker's
well, the
got
down
second.
marker is wrong.
Somebody needs to spot that.
It says it on the scoreboard, but it's 3rd down.
They're going to get an extra down if they don't change it.
No, they had a flag. That's right, Coach. It is just 2nd down. But we're going to – Dash Duncan going to sack for a big sack outside the 20 to the 22 all over Moe. I think, man, you lost it down on that penalty flag, Coach. They blew it dead.
Yeah.
So it is 3rd.
Now it's 3rd.
We'll push for 3rd. We'll push for another down anytime when they've got the football, but we've pushed them all the way back to the 28. Elmore County leading 7-0, but right now going backwards at a time we need them to.
Well, that may turn out to be a huge play and keep them from scoring on this drive.
Case and Moe, hard snap, counts, looks to the sideline, ball on the left hash. Trips to the right, single set to the left. Moe still looking to throw, across the middle, and it's intercepted. That's Hall. If Hall can make a guy miss, he may break the tackle. He's got 1 blocker. And finally, Coach, I'm going to tell you, if he could have cleanly got by, you got to give Tyler Payton. If Tyler Payton don't get a piece of him, that's a pick 6. But either way, it's a turnover, and the Volunteers have a 1st and 10. Let's see if they can swing the momentum here. Trailing 7-0, 10:55 to go in the Matthews Meat Market, 2nd quarter.
Moe forced that ball into a spot there where Hall was right in the way of it and picked it off.
Balls will start 1st and 10 up at the 28-yard line. Boyd split real wide. Trips, bunt set to the left, ball on the left hash. They're going to take. This is a neat little play, a little reverse to K.J. Wilson. He's got a big gain and a First State Bank 1st down up across the 40-yard line. I do believe it's a First State Bank 1st down. It is. Coach, that's a neat little play. It looks like you're running a quarterback sweep, and they just hand it off to Wilson from one of those trip bunch set coming back across.
Yeah, good misdirection type play.
Time we're going to take the hand off to Houston up the middle. Houston running hard, breaking the first tackle. He's out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. We're going to give him a gain of 3 yards, and I'll bring up a 2nd and 7. 10:25 to go. Matthews Meat Market, second quarter. Ball's trailing 7-0 with the football.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing, Rusty. Houston is running hard. He's hitting the hole, moving his feet. But I still don't think we're getting quite enough push out of the offensive front to really spring him to get to that second level.
Play clock down to 15. Ball in the center of the field. Hall in at quarterback. Jackson Fry in at running back now. Fry's going to split out to the slot, and we're going empty. Hall takes a snap. Looks to run a quarterback draw. Fires it up in there. Running hard is Hall out across the 45. Didn't look like there was much, but Hall scooted through a little hole. He'll gain 3 more, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Well, we went empty set, and Hall kind of danced around there, I thought, too long, but then his quickness enabled him to hit a spot there where it didn't turn out to be a negative play. Big play here, 3rd and 4.
Hall hard counts and looks to the side for a change of play. 15 seconds on the play clock. 9:24 to go in the first half. Ball trailing 7-0. Going to take and hand it off to Jackson Fry. He's hitting the backfield. Nowhere to go. No opportunity there.
And more than likely that'll force us to have to punt it away.
Lacey got a little banged up on the play there.
Now, just another
That's
negative
going to be
play.
like a 4th and 5.
Coaches are talking about what they want to do here, and we may be looking at a timeout.
Lacey did get a little injured there, and that'll be the Central Physical Therapy injury timeout. Hopefully maybe that's just a cramp or got stepped on a little bit. I thought his foot got stepped on, so let's see as they check on Lacey. We'll take a quick break right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9 on the Central Physical Therapy injury timeout.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from AGL Solid Waste Disposal Authority. AGL provides roll-off containers in a variety of sizes for residential, commercial, and construction projects. The AGL office is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and the AGL landfill at 1177 Landfield Road is open to the public Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. and Friday from 7 a.m. till noon. More information available at 256-354-5803. AGL Solid Waste Disposal Authority, home of the Agile Boys, keeping the world clean one load at a time.
We're coming out in offense here, 4th and 5. They snap it back to Hall. Hall keeps it, bounces up. Got a little hole. He's got the First State Bank first down inside of Elmore County territory at the 46. Danny Horn rolling the ball. He feels like we need to get something going offensively, Coach, and he does it on 4th down right there. Big First State Bank first down run.
Yeah, I think he thinks that'll help our team. But it was a gamble. We were on our own 45 and certainly didn't want to give them the ball there, but it paid off because of J.D. Hall.
Ball 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of Elmore County. Ball's trailing 7-0. Hall calls for the snap. He takes it, rolls right. Getting pressure. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. I mean, just all kind of defenders in the backfield there. Nothing Hall could do. But number 4, that outside linebacker, Caden Haskin, the 5'10", 215-pounder, for a big loss of about 6 yards.
Well, we had some people on the left side that pulled. It looked like a counter, but it was going to be a play-action pass. And because of those people pulling, it allowed some backside pressure to get there to Hall and cause that sack.
Yeah, you would think somebody would be blocking back there, and I'm sure there was. There had to be some missed blocks there.
But it's yet another
quick pitch over here to Houston. Houston's got a hole. 50, 45, 40, and that's a horse collar. And everybody throwed it. If I had a yellow flag, I would too. And that's going to be another First State Bank first down inside the 30-yard line. Yeah, that was a horse collar without a doubt, but a big gain there on the quick pitch to the short side of the field.
Yeah, he had about a 13-yard or 10-yard gain on the play as it was, and now they'll
actually about 13, Coach, because we were 5 yards behind the chain. So
that's a huge play. We've gone from our own 45 now to their 25 in 2 plays.
And we're 1st and 10 from there. 7:29 to go in the first half. Ball's trailing 7-0, but driving. Hall, hard counts, ball on the left hash, trips, bunch set on the right hash. Houston's going to shift from the right to the left side of Hall. Snap back. They're going to give it, or actually going to keep it up the middle there is Hall. Hall running hard. He's going to gain 4 yards down to the 21. Coach, he's shifting. He runs a little physical. He carries the pile when he's tackled, and that's a big 4-yard gain.
Yeah, zone read, and we had a defender actually tackling Houston on the other side because the fake was so good. But not a bad first down play.
We've got a tight end in on the left side. That's Ridge Waldrop. Trips again to the right side, this time in a pistol set. High snap, going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston sidesteps a man at the 20, fights down to the 18. We'll give him a gain of about 3 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Volunteer. Very manageable, probably 4-down situation here for the Vols anyway. 6:29 to go in the Matthews Meat Market second quarter. Vols lead. I keep saying leading, they're trailing 7-0.
Yeah, tough yardage right there for Dayland Houston, but as you said, we'll use 2 more plays if we have to get this first down.
Houston in the backfield. We're looking to the sideline. Still plenty of time. Hall going to take this time, run a quarterback lead. Sidestep a man. He's inside Hall. He's got his first State Bank first down to the 14. Good hard running that time, getting behind his tailback blocking. Dayland Houston was Hall.
This has turned into a nice drive right here. Overcame a penalty and sitting down there. We've got the heat timeout coming up right now.
We got the Clay County Health Authority timeout. We'll take it right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Vols will have a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line of Elmore County. When we come back, trailing 7-0 right here on Classic Country 90.9.
Support for Classic Country 90.9 and the Clay Central Sports Network comes from Honey's Cafe in Lineville. Honey's Cafe is a locally owned restaurant open Sunday through Friday. Honey's Cafe includes a banquet room available for meetings, parties, and gatherings. More information is available by phone at 256-396-9101. Honey's Cafe, located at 30 Park South in Lineville.
Support for Clay Central Sports Network and Classic Country 90.9 comes from East Central Alabama Gas District on Highway 77 in Ashland. Partner with Natural Gas Connection. They're your local source for natural gas appliances. They offer free financing up to 60 months on generators, tankless water heaters, space heaters, gas logs, and grills. Remember, call 811 before you dig. Call 256-354-2194 or visit eastcentralalogas.com. East Central Alabama Gas District. Natural gas. Comfortable, responsible.
We welcome you back. We'll come out in a 2-tight wishbone, tackle over to the right side, and we're going to take and run it that way with Houston. Houston still churning the leg, still moving inside the 10. We'll give him a gain. Coach, that's going to be a gain of about 7 yards, I believe, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 3. A lot of push up front that time by the Vols.
Good job by the offensive line, and good job by Houston. Had his head and shoulders going forward that time.
Tackle over again to that right side. Foster in at quarterback. Foster takes the snap, going to hand off again to Houston. Houston's hitting the backfield, breaks that tackle, fights inside the 5, and that could be a First State Bank first down deep inside the Toyota Sylacauga red zone.
It's right at the stick.
It is a First State Bank first down, I think.
No, it's third down.
It's going to be 3rd and 1. You almost kind of hope you don't. There's times you kind of think it may be better if we didn't get it. Can give you an extra down. This time we're going to take and hand off to Houston again. 3 plays in a row, and they've kind of got this one figured out. That's Landon Prater from his defensive end knifing in. He lost a yard that time. Or did he get it? He got the First State Bank first down.
Okay, well, that gives us a set of downs.
Well, he had got it the time before. Now it's 2nd down. They didn't fix the sticks. I thought he had to have got it. He was inside the 5.
Oh, well. 2nd down right here.
2nd and 5, goal from the 5. We're going to take this time, run it to the left. That's Jackson Fry. Fry running hard for a couple of yards. Maybe we'll give him 2 down to the 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 from our Elmore County 3-yard line. Vols.
Well, we're getting to the point we were last week on that at the end of the game. So
3rd and 3.
We're tackle over to the left. 3 backs.
Jackson Fry. Play clock still down to 15, and I think there's going to be a timeout call by the Volunteers. Coach, Danny Horn, Coach Chase Horn, wanting to look this offense over as they take this Clay County Health Authority timeout. Let's take it with them, Coach. Let's not. How about you give us one of those nice live reads you do so well?
All right, last call services on Highway 49 in Delta provides residential and commercial plumbing, including water heaters, sewer, and water lines, and 24-hour emergency service. Get more information by calling lastservices.net or call 256-343-4111. Last call does it all.
Coach, as we come back right there, I'm seeing Caden Lacey kind of been checked out, and he's come out of the tent over here and looks like he's ready to go. He plays a lot of tight end in this two-type wishbone set, and let's see if he gets the opportunity to go in on offense.
Well, it's third down now, and we're operating from.
I think we've got 2 downs to get it, Coach, is my expectation. Coming back out in the wishbone. Tackle over, but we've moved some of the linemen in different positions, I do believe. Time we're going to take and run weak side, and that's Houston. Houston's got to get in, and he's in. Well, he showed 2 hands to start with.
Well, he's going to mark him inside the 1.
He went up with both hands.
The official on the far side is making the.
But he's the one that went up with two hands to start with. He started up with both hands and then marked him with 1.
Yeah.
Now we got a 4th and goal from a 6-yard, let's call it the 18-inch line.
Same formation. Will we go weak or strong right here? Went weak last play.
They're shifting strong. I think I run back the same play. And we were going to, but they're going to this time call that Clay County Health Authority timeout. Coach, they had shifted and left a hole wide open right where we were going to run that power on the right side.
Well, they're having trouble shifting, but when a play starts, they're doing a good job of penetration to stop the play. So it's going to be critical. The way they line up is going to determine where we run this next play, I think.
Well, we're going to stay right here, 4:17. There's no bigger play in the game. A great drive, Coach. Right now, especially if the Vols could finish this thing off, it would be hard to match this for a Hill Auto Sales drive of the game. It would definitely be it so far, but we really need to put it in the end zone here from about 18 inches out.
Well, we don't need to come up short again on 4th down, that's for sure. But, Rusty, if something happens and we don't make it, look where we have them. But we don't want that. We want in the end zone right here. And it'll be interesting to me to see if we look at the defense and check the play off.
I would expect us to. Volunteers actually huddling up. Big play here. 4th and goal from inside the 1. 4:17 to go, opening half. Vols present 7-0.
We're in a balanced formation this time.
We're going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston's in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. He's at the back line. They got to call that a touchdown. And, Coach, I think that threw them off because we'd been tackle over. They prepared. Great job by Coach Chase Horn, Coach Danny Horn over here. They prepared for, I believe, how they were going to adjust to the tackle over, and then we just went in a base straight up to 2-tight formation.
And, I think we can credit the offensive line somewhat on that play because they were pushing Houston into the end zone.
As we'll line up in the water bucket play here. Foster. We're going to shift back. And we're going to run a 2-point play. Foster pitches it. And they're going to say he didn't get in. We pitched it to number 32. Just need to reach out right there and get it in the end zone. Looks like we had it. Austin McCollum cut down. He needs to realize that on a 2-point play it can't be returned. Stick it out there. But so now the Vols still trail by 1.
Well, McCollum came in motion from the water bucket, got past the kicker. The snap came to Foster, and we ran a speed option to the right side. Came up inches short, converting the 2-point play.
But it looked like he was going to get in easy, and I didn't get the number of that tackle, but a defender for Elmore County made a great tackle over there.
But that was a very good drive by the offense. Helped by that 4th down play where we went for it on our own 45 on 4th and 5. So good drive right now by the Volunteers. 1-point game at this point.
I think we had a good play call, Coach. They just made a better play there on it than we did.
Yeah.
I mean, that speed sweep's hard to stop out of that water bucket play. We left the whole line over to the left side. He went in motion out of that, and we went into the speed option. And
well, something to keep an eye on here again is this kickoff. You know, we've been kicking them short, leaving them with good field position, and Mo with 4:12, plenty of time for them to engineer a drive of their own right here before halftime.
Well, tonight they've been probably throwing the ball 75% of the time. Brown with a pretty solid kickoff this time. It's going to be taken from the 14. That's by number 10, Traylor. Traylor up across the left side. He gets the corner. No containment on the far side. He's down the sideline, and we're finally going to tackle him. The time's not going to matter now. They're inside the 30. But, Coach, we just call it like we see it, but Austin McCollum did not keep contained there on that far side.
Yeah, if you get out of your lane, it leaves a place, and the contained man is the one that got out of place.
And I think Austin was the side man. He might not have. I saw him get just around him. Whoever it was on that far side did not keep contained for sure.
Well, anyway, in any event, he took the ball on the right hash and ended up going down the far side. And kickoff coverage can get you in a lot of trouble.
All the way down to the 26. Plenty of time to operate with 4 minutes to go here.
Time is not even a factor now.
See if that defense can back them up like the Volunteer defense did now. Case and Mo leading the charge there at quarterback. Mo takes a snap, hands off up the middle to Peyton, and Peyton's through the hole, and he's gone.
He's gone all the way.
Just off the left tackle.
26 yards.
A big answer there for the Elmore County Panthers. That's all you can say. Huge kickoff return and right back with a play. Nothing cute about that one, Coach. Just off tackle off the left side. He broke one tackle, and it was over then. Peyton's very fast, and if he gets a step, it's over.
Well, just as we worked our way back into the game with a grind-out drive, they a quick kickoff return and a one-play drive, and they're right back up.
They're bringing in Luke Cash.
Put us 8 points behind here.
Snap is high. Kick is, I believe he missed it. No, he didn't. I thought he'd hooked it left, Coach, but you have trouble seeing if those go through or not.
Well, they're high posts, which makes it easy to tell, but you can't really tell in our
I can't get the angle. I swore it went outside, but I know it didn't. I'm not saying just my angle. I just need to quit trying to call it until I let them call it.
You're just hoping, Rusty.
He had definitely hooked it to the left. It hit the baseball press box over there, but either way, it didn't hook early enough, and they lead 14-6.
The bad thing now, if we score, we've got to convert a 2-pointer just to tie. So we put ourselves in a bind. And, all that was set up with that allowing that kickoff return. And, the kicks are short, which gives them a lot of room, a lot of time to get started back up the field.
Well, Coach, the thing is, we talked about they had time to operate. The Volunteers would have some time to operate, too, with 3:52 to go here in the first half. The Vols are now trailing 14-6 after a lot happening in the last couple of minutes. The Vols scoring, attempting the 2-point play out of the water bucket, don't get in, get down to about the couple-inch line, and then give up the big kick return, and then one play later, the Panthers are back in the end zone.
Well, we need a big play right here on kick team of our own field position.
Jackson Fry back deep at about the 12-yard line. He's flanked by Dalen Houston, who's up at about the 15.
Yeah, we're lining up for a short kick, but
and last time that's exactly where he kicked it. He's pretty consistent, Coach, around the 10.
Yeah. Kicking plays such a big part in a football game.
There's a high kick. Fry's going to go take it at the 11, right on top of the 0 on the right side. Fry's run down from behind.
Good tackle there by
Coach. We've mentioned them coming in. Number 10, that's Traylor. Traylor and Peyton are both very fast athletes, and Traylor showed it right there.
Yeah, Bo Traylor, just a junior. This team loaded with juniors, by the way.
That it is. Vols will have it 1st and 10. Still time to operate here at 3:47. Keep in mind, Volunteers do get the football to open the second half as well. trailing 14-6 here in the Matthews Meat Market second quarter, 3:47
First
to
down,
go.
so important on every drive.
Empty set. Hall's got blockers. That's a block in the back, a hold and a tackle all in one. They can take their choice on that. That's battle. Going to be a big penalty against the Volunteers.
Yeah, we had a decent play.
I think Hall was too patient that time. Sometimes that causes too much time for those people blocking up front to have to do things.
Yeah, when they have to hold their block longer, that's where you're going to get the holding call. But it puts us behind the chain, and we've seen this time and again now in almost a game and a half this year. 1st
and 20, clock running at 3:30, and that might completely change what Coach Horn and the staff wants to do. They may let this clock run now in case they don't get a first down here. Hall has Houston back in the backfield. He throws it out wide. It's completed there to Boyd. Boyd's going to gain about 5 yards out to the 20-yard line, and that's where it'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Jace Boyd, just a little hook route there from split end over on the near side. And we are taking our time letting that play clock run.
Cleveland County leads West Point of Georgia, I think it is, 35-0 right now. Wadley and Ramron at the half, Coach, tied 0-0. How about that one?
That's a surprise.
Plainview leads Boaz 7-0. Alexandria leads Coosa Christian 21-0. There's an open receiver across the way, and it's just one hops.
Yeah, JD.
The receiver there, KJ Wilson.
Sprinting to his right, wasn't able to get enough into the throw to get it there.
Now here we are in a big 3rd and 13 situation, and
now you got to make it the choice. You know, if you
I think you run it and just keep the clock running.
If you throw an incomplete, it helps them because we got a punt. It gives them more time.
Let's see how, with the clock stopped due to the incomplete pass, let's see what we elect to do. We're in a bunch tight set here. 3rd and 13. Hall calls for the snap. We're going to run that little reverse play. He makes a guy miss as Wilson. Running hard out across the 20 to the 22. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 11, and it looks like Elmore County. I didn't know how many timeouts they had. It's not on the board, but they obviously had one. And they're going to take this Clay County Health Authority timeout. As they take it, we'll take it with them right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Volunteers trail 14-6 with 3:07 to go in the first half.
Classic Country 90.9 is WFAZ-FM Goodwater, Ashland, Lineville, home of the Clay Central Volunteers on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
Central Alabama Community College is helping build stronger students, stronger careers, and stronger communities across Central Alabama. From academic pathways and transfer opportunities to career-focused programs and technical training, Central Alabama Community College provides students with the education and skills to prepare for what comes next. With affordable options, convenient locations, and opportunities for students at every stage of life, Central Alabama Community College is proud to serve communities throughout the region. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Welcome you back. We're back in punt formation with Battle, waiting to snap back at his own 10. He gets a good snap and a pretty good punt off the side of his foot. It's going to hit it to 45, take a volunteer roll around the 45-yard line of Elmore County. We'll take that, Coach. About a 35-yard unreturnable punt. It's pretty solid for high school. We'll take it every time.
Yeah, and he was punting away from Trailer, the deep man that time. Got a good roll, and that ball's at the 45, so they got to go 55 yards. They've got 2:59 and no timeouts to work with now at this point. But Mo Dangerous throwing the football. We've already seen that.
That we have. And I think they'll turn him loose here, Coach, especially with the Vols having the football. This time they're going to take a handoff in the backfield. Nothing doing. He's hit early there. It's Tyler Payton, the running back. Not much doing. He'll gain about 2 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Clock running at 2:45, and they may see what they can do about getting the first down before they start opening this offense up.
Well, I think they're going to have to throw because if they keep running.
Well, they may just be comfortable with taking it to the half here.
Yeah, they're taking their time here between this first and second down, that's for sure.
2:25 clock running. And they're still inside their own territory at their own 47. Leading 14-6 is Elmore County. Mo takes it, fakes it, looking to throw. Throws across the middle, and he completes it. He's going to be gone, but there's a penalty flag back where you would expect holding. He's down at the 1, but let's see what chop block.
Well, we saw Trailer.
That's a big penalty. Chop block back at the 40, and that one's coming back.
We saw a stop route right in the middle of the field, and Trailer was open. When he caught that ball, no defender was anywhere near him. He took off running for the next 40-some-odd yards to the end zone, but it's coming back. Fortunately, a chop block on the pass protection by the Panthers right here. But our coverage is broken down again right there. Of course, it's a penalty play, but nobody was around him when he caught that football.
I agree, Coach. I don't know had to be some type of busted coverage. And it was a long play.
And we're in a cover 2. We've got 2 safeties. Cover 2. We've got 2 deep safeties. There's no excuse for that.
The good thing, the clock's running at 2 minutes. Now they're all the way back at their 31-yard line. They're looking to throw a little swing pass out to Peyton, just get his athleticism. He's chopped down by Boyd and also number 12 for the Volunteers, Ryder Walter, after a short gain. We'll take that all day long.
Short gain's going to leave third, and still about 22 to go.
I'm not sure how many timeouts we have left, but you start thinking about that.
According to the scoreboard, we've got 2.
Where's it at on the scoreboard?
Under where it says Vols. See those 2?
Oh.
Those 2 big marks.
Well, it just blends, Coach, but I do see that. Vols choosing not to take those right now. This time they're going to take and hand off. He's going to be tackled for no gain, and we'll probably take one now. That was Leighton Pettis in on the tackle for a short gain, and the Volunteers are going to take the time. Well, he called the timeout. Well, we had called it. They just hadn't given it to us. We get it at 1:05, and we'll take a quick break. You're listening right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems. Also, Jeremy Character and Heath Stroud right here when we come back on Classic Country 90.9.
Hill Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. Located at 89010 Highway 9 in Lineville, Hill Auto Sales is an automotive dealership operating within our local community since 2014. The inventory consists of pre-owned vehicles, including cars, full-size trucks, service trucks, and sport utility vehicles. Complete inventory details and vehicle descriptions are available online at buyfromhill.net. The telephone number is 256-396-1100. Hill Auto Sales, the home of the Hill deal.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Countryside Motorsports, located at 1874 Taylor Road in Ashland. Countryside Motorsports provides service and repair for motorcycles, ATVs, and utility vehicles, along with a selection of pre-owned Harley-Davidson motorcycles, UTVs, four-wheelers, and automobiles. For more information, Countryside Motorsports is available by phone at 256-354-5846.
We welcome you back here, punting formation. We get pressure on him. A wobbly kick, and that's one we probably shouldn't have fair called. He had a lot of running room at Hall, but he safely caught it back at the 30. Now, only 59 seconds left, Coach. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Horn and the staff elects to use this. They do have one timeout left. According to the scoreboard, one of those Clay County Health Care Authority timeouts, but we'll see how they elect to use it. Might depend on first down.
Well, again tonight, first downs have plagued us on almost every drive. We've had the football, and we've placed ourselves in bad positions. And, of course, right now it's not that critical with less than a minute to go. But we'll see how we play this, if we want to run the ball and keep the clock running, if we want to try to throw.
Looks like we're going to throw a little curl route, hitch route for a gain of about 3 yards. Short gain, clock running at 48 seconds to go.
Yeah, inside curl to the outside receiver, short gain on that play.
Ball's put on the turf. We're just going to have to fall on it.
Well, that almost became a situation where Elmore County was going to have another shot at it, but Hall was able to get back on it. He just bobbled that one and dropped it. The snap was okay.
Trying to do too much too quick, I think.
Now we need to run the ball and just run the clock out.
I don't even know if you don't have to run a play. We're going to take and throw it out to Hall. And Hall's going to get out of bounds and stop the clock, which is not what we needed.
No, and it's 4th down and about 8 to go. I don't understand that play.
Now we've got to punt the football.
Well, they've cut the score. Now it's back on.
It says 7 seconds.
Well, we might, if we would run a running play, we might could run the clock out.
Has to be taking a chance, Coach.
I don't understand that 3rd down play. That's what put us in this situation.
Now, if we just run around, we might. Good snap back. Battle just needs to get it away and them not return it, and they fair caught it. 3 seconds left. There'll be one play when we come back. Kind of a odd series of events right there, but we can't. We've got to understand not to get out of bounds is the main thing.
Well, clock management was an issue right there on that whole series, I thought. But that's why I'm up here in the broadcast.
Well, it was less than a minute to start the drive, so you wonder, how you play that. But we see how we chose to play it.
Well, let's see how Elmore County chooses to play this right here. They got one play. Will they just kill it? Will they throw it?
I think they kill it. And they may just run it. They're going to take a knee. That'll be a loss of 5 yards, though, Coach. That'll hurt them in the stat column as they go back to the 35-yard line. But Elmore County will take a lead to the Wiggins Parts and Supply halftime here as the Volunteers trail Elmore County 14-6. You're listening right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be coming back in just a second with the Marching Volunteer halftime show presented by Ashland Auto Parts in just a second.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by A&E Metal Roofing, serving East Alabama and West Georgia for more than 20 years. A&E provides metal roofing, siding, and pole barn kits for a variety of structures, including backyard sheds and commercial steel frame buildings. A&E has locations in Kellyton, Wedowee, and Smith Station. More information is available at aemetalroofing.com or by phone at 256-329-0034.
This is the Williams Parts and Supply halftime show on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by Ashland Auto Parts. Ashland Auto Parts is proud to sponsor Clay Central Marching Volunteers halftime show. Locally owned and serving Clay County since 1988, Ashland Auto Parts is a Napa Auto Parts store with a full line of Napa professional parts, along with paint and body shop supplies, welding supplies, and welding gases. Ashland Auto Parts is available by phone at 256-354-4873 and open Monday through Friday 7 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to noon.
We welcome you back here to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Heath Stroud, Jeremy Character, all here. We're about to have that Marching Volunteer halftime show presented to you by Ashland Auto Parts. As the Volunteers get ready to get started, we're going to transfer to the field so you can listen and watch the ball band performance.
Studios in Cali Hayes. Drum major, blowing audience, is your band ready? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Central High School Marching Volunteers.
That means he's carried the ball 14 times.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by Blair Family Farm and Market, located at 1015 Blair Road in Ashland. Blair Family Farm and Market offers meat from livestock raised on their farm without antibiotics, along with products from other local farms. Blair Family Farm and Market is open Wednesday and Thursday from 1 to 6 and Friday and Saturday from 9 to 6. More information is available by phone at 256-907-0982 or on Facebook under Blair Family Farm and Market.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bucks Island, an aluminum boat and marine dealership in Southside, Alabama. Bucks Island offers Sea Arc aluminum boats, including John boats and catfishing boats. Bucks Island also operates The Loft, a tournament tackle store. More information about Bucks Island is available online at bucksisland.com or by phone at 1-800-I'm-READY.
Atkinson Homes is located at 33230 U.S. Highway 280 in Childersburg and has operated since 1997 as an independent manufactured home dealer. Home purchases include delivery, setup, tie-down, and energy-efficient heat pump, white vinyl skirting, and steps at each exterior door. Atkinson Homes carries manufactured homes from Buccaneer, Sunshine, BG, Clayton, Southern, Cavalier, and additional builders. More information is available at AtkinsonHomesAL.com.
Buddy Sports Country is a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. Located on Highway 431 at Hollis Crossroads, Buddy Sports Country is open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 till 5 p.m. Buddy Sports Country is a locally owned retailer featuring firearms, ammunition, suppressors, hunting equipment, fishing gear, outdoor supplies, and sporting goods. More information is available on the Buddy Sports Country Facebook page or by phone at 256-253-2254. Buddy Sports Country, serving the outdoor community throughout our area.
Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Williams, Jerry McCarricker on stats. Heath Stroud on stream as we've finished the Marching Volunteer Halftime Show presented to you by Ashland Auto Parts. Coach, we look back at the first half, kind of a back-and-forth affair. Volunteers, kind of a first half of big plays were the big difference, and one of them being the kickoff there and the big touchdown run at the end. But Volunteers trying for two there after their score, and really a lot happened in the tail end of that second quarter. But I wanted to get your Timberlead Auctions halftime adjustments, and let's go ahead and get those knocked out of the way.
Well, Rusty, some of them are obvious. I think the biggest adjustment on first down, we've got to do something, correct what's going on first down on both sides of the ball. Offense is completely stymied because of negative and no gains on first down, and even a couple of times offensive penalties putting us behind the chain, and we're not able to overcome them. And then defensively, we're giving them too much yards on first down, leaving them with second and short, whereas we're facing second and long every time. So that's the first biggest adjustment I think we got to make. And then Dalen Houston and J.D. Hall both having good games offensively, but Elmore County defensively keying on those two guys. We need somebody else to figure into the equation offensively to take the pressure off of those two. And then I think the most glaring problem we've got to adjust is our coverage in the secondary. We're giving up big plays. It's led to their scores. Their first touchdown, they're able to sustain drives with completions, and we're just doing a poor job with coverages. I don't know if it's a broken coverages, if it's just getting beat in one-on-ones or what. And then a final adjustment, and I'm sure they'll do this, but we need to have, with us trailing by one score, 8 points, we need to have us a good 2-point play if we need it. If we can score and put the game in that position where a 2-point play ties, we need to have a good play ready to go with that point. So those are the adjustments we need to make right now in the locker room.
Coach, I wanted to go over the drugstore scoreboard. Having trouble getting some scores tonight, but we do have a good many. Most of our opponents we do have. And starting with our opponent last week, Fife is leading Sylvania 27-0 in the first half of Fife dominating right there. Minor leads Anniston, next week's opponent, 13-0. Leeds and St. Clair County, both opponents in the future, they're tied at 7. Oxford leads Jacksonville, last count 3-0. Alexandria running away from Coosa Christian, 35-0. Not sure what you might see there, but Alexandria looking strong there against a smaller private school. Helena defeated Moody last night, 28-14. I do not have a Sylacauga Mumford score, by the way. Looking at some other scores from around the area, Cherokee County and Piedmont is tied at 6. Cleveland County up on West Point, 35-7. Rammer and Wadley is tied at 0 at the half. That's in the score. I've got a lot of zeros, but I know that's a halftime score, so I'll share that.
That's shocking right there.
Coach Wellborn putting it to Woodland. They're going back-to-back weeks, putting a bunch of points up. They lead 45-0 over Woodland right now.
Not surprised at all by that.
Or maybe it's 45-43. Beulah leads Horseshoe Bend 31-0. Last night, a game that was played last night up in Hoax Bluff, Southside defeated Hoax Bluff 35-0 to go to 2-0 on the year. Looking at 5A, Viger leads Mary Montgomery 27-3. Scottsboro up on Crossville big, 41-0. Hamilton leads Sulligent 21-0. Northside leads Hale County 10-0. And here's a good one. Madison Academy and West Morgan are knotted up at 14 up there in North Alabama. Any scores, Coach, on that sheet that really jump out at you and surprise you?
Well, the Oxford-Jacksonville score being so close at halftime indicates to me Jacksonville must have a good football team there. And Wellborn, of course, Weaver and then Woodland, not two powerhouses.
It's actually Oxford now, updated score. Oxford leads Jacksonville 17-7.
Okay.
So.
But still, that's a closer score than you would think between those two teams.
Well, Jacksonville, remember, blew out Piedmont last week, and Piedmont's tied with a good Cherokee County team at 6. So they're proving they're a very good team.
And then the Wadley-Ranburn score is surprising to me. Ranburn giving Wadley all they want there tonight.
For sure. Well, Coach, we're going to take a little break here. Looks like we have probably about 6 minutes left here in this Williams Parts and Supply halftime show. As the Elmore County band still out there performing, they'll have to add time back on it. So actually we've got a little bit more time than that. So we're going to take a few minutes here, and we'll come back, get our bearings, try to find some more scores. You're listening on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by Ashland Auto Parts. Ashland Auto Parts is proud to sponsor Clay Central Marching Volunteers halftime show. Locally owned and serving Clay County since 1988, Ashland Auto Parts is a Napa Auto Parts store with a full line of Napa professional parts, along with paint and body shop supplies, welding supplies, and welding gases. Ashland Auto Parts is available by phone at 256-354-4873 and open Monday through Friday 7 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to noon.
Hill Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. Located 89010 Highway 9 in Lineville, Hill Auto Sales is an automotive dealership operating within our local community since 2014. The inventory consists of pre-owned vehicles, including cars, full-size trucks, service trucks, and sport utility vehicles. Complete inventory details and vehicle descriptions are available online at buyfromhill.net. The telephone number is 256-396-1100. Hill Auto Sales, the home of the Hill deal.
This is District Attorney Joe Fickwit with a public safety message. Criminals are constantly finding new ways to deceive people. One new scam now appearing in our communities involves individuals posing as law enforcement officers and going door to door. They may wear clothing that resembles a uniform and claim you owe money to the court system and must make an immediate payment. Remember, legitimate law enforcement officers do not collect fines or fees at your doorstep. If this happens to you, contact your local law enforcement agency directly to verify the person's identity. Stay alert and let's stop scammers in their tracks.
The drugstore in Ashland features personal service, whether you go inside or utilize their easy access drive-thru. The drugstore offers PHIP, state and government health screenings, and has plenty of vaccines available, including flu and COVID vaccines. The drugstore is open 7:45 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 8 until noon. Their phone number is 256-354-3784. Programming on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by the drugstore in Ashland, where your health is their main concern.
Chris here with Last Call Services in Delta, Alabama. Our team handles a range of residential, commercial plumbing needs and residential remodeling, including leaking pipes, clogged drains, water or sewer line services, painting, sheetrock, flooring, and other remodeling services. We spend a lot of time working across East Central Alabama, helping maintain plumbing systems in homes and businesses of all kinds. We are available around the clock. Last Call does it all, and we are available by phone at 256-343-4119 and online at lastcallservices.net.
And the Radio Alabama Foundation. Each year, Cook Foods has an enormous financial impact on our community with jobs at the Ashland location and growers throughout our area. Right now, there are many career opportunities awaiting at cookfoods.com. One could be just right for you. Cook Foods wishes the very best to the Clay Central Vols, cheerleaders, and the marching volunteers this fall. Go Vols!
Atkinson Homes website includes an online design center featuring combinations of exterior colors, countertops, flooring, and tile selections for manufactured homes. Design projects can be saved and reopened later to continue making changes. Atkinson Homes has served Alabama from its Childersburg location since 1997 and carries homes from multiple manufacturers. More information is available at atkinsonhomesal.com.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bama Guns and Outfitters with locations in Heflin on Almond Street and in Talladega on Highway 77. Bama Guns and Outfitters offers firearms, fishing gear including urchin baits, outdoor equipment, shotguns, ammunition, decoys, and related accessories. More information is available by phone at 256-253-2635 or 256-368-5449. Bama Guns and Outfitters is also on Facebook and Instagram.
Morning coffee, afternoon snacks, a cold drink, and a hot day. Fuel before the drive home. Allen Brew Markets is a locally owned convenience store offering fuel, beverages, snacks, and everyday convenience items. Allen Brew Market serves communities across the region, helping make every stop count. That's being all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
A personal injury firm that takes tremendous pride in helping those at the most desperate times in their lives. Farr and Associates, sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network video live stream. Online at tfarlaw.com.
We welcome you back here to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Jerry McCarricker, Heath Stroud, and we're about to wrap up this Williams Parts and Supply halftime show. But before we do, Coach Jerry McCarricker has been working hard on some stats in the first half. Share some of those with us.
You know, Rusty, if you looked at the stats, you would swear that we were ahead. Right now at halftime, we've got 7 first downs. Elmore County only has 4. We've got 127 yards rushing. They only have 50. We've completed 4 out of 8 passing. They've completed 5 out of 11. But here's the big difference. On our 4 completions, we've got 26 yards. On their 5 completions, they've got 113 yards. So they've been able to control the football through the air throughout this first half. And, penalties, they outdid us there. They've got 55 yards. But, we had one good drive for a score on a 55-yard drive, and that's basically been our offense other than one other play where J.D. Hall broke loose on a zone read. And so we've been kind of spotty offensively all throughout the first half. whereas they've shown a little bit more consistency and they've been able to throw the ball better. They protected Mo, their quarterback, pretty good. Their receivers doing a good job working their way open. And, again, we've had some problems in the secondary. I know a broken coverage on the first TD pass and then some getting beat in some one-on-one situations at other times. But, we listed all that in our corrections, our adjustments we need to make. Maybe we'll see a different team here in the second half for Clay Central.
Well, Coach, the good thing, the Volunteers get the football first. And, of course, we expect if we do score, you'll see us go for 2 with a chance to tie the game, just putting that ahead. I think it's going to be key what the Volunteers do with this football when they take it here to open this Integrity Cabinet third quarter.
We're in much the same situation as we were last week, but we were leading 14-0 and had the ball first. We couldn't do anything on that first possession, and it was downhill from there. So we need to capitalize on this possession, and as you said, we need a score where we can utilize a 2-point play to try to even this game up. But we're in the game. I mean, we're 1 score out, and looks like something's falling from the sky.
There it is. Let's take a break right here before we get this third quarter started.
Clay County Healthcare Authority is a proud supporter of Classic Country 90.9. Clay County Healthcare Authority is located at 83825 Highway 9 in Ashland. Services include an emergency room, outpatient care, a sleep lab, Hospice of Clay County, and the Clay County Nursing Home. Across the highway is the Clay County Healthcare Authority DME Equipment and Wellness Center. The phone number is 256-354-2131. More information is available at claycountyhospital.com.
The third quarter is brought to you by Integrity Cabinets. Now, back to the action.
We welcome you back here to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Volunteers trailing 14-6 to open this third quarter here. Integrity Academy's third quarter, but they are receiving the kick. You might have heard Coach Weems, and I had noticed it too. He saw me looking up. A lot of material. I thought somebody had shot off one of those confetti cannons, stuff falling everywhere. Well, Coach Herring came over from his coaching side here. We're all on one big platform together, and let us know there's a really big fire right over here beside us. I don't know if it's controlled or not, but it's causing a lot of ash. It's coming directly at the football field. A fine time to light it up if it's on purpose.
Maybe a couple of 100 yards away. And
here's the kick, a high kick. It's going to be very returnable. It's going to be taken up at the 20-yard line. Big gain there by Boyd. Boyd's got blockers. Boyd's down the sideline. Boyd's at the 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. But there's a flag at midfield.
And it's coming back, I'm afraid.
2 flags. It must be pretty obvious. Oh, that would have been huge, but still going to get pretty solid field position. See what the call is, but that looks like a hold or a block in the back.
Yeah, it'll back us up from midfield where the flags are to the 40. It is a block in the back.
It's a hold.
What a shame. How far was that, Jeremy? About 75?
Well, he took it about 80 yards, wasn't there, 75? I don't know. I didn't see where he caught the pass, but immediately jumped over to that far sideline, went down the sideline. Jace Boyd, I think he went untouched. If he did, he was barely touched. And
he kept separating as the play developed. It's a shame that it's brought back.
But this is a good thing, Coach. The Vols still going to have good, solid field position starting 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Yeah.
So, all is not lost, but 6 points was lost. Let's see if we can still get them. Looks like there's some motivation on the Volunteer sideline, though, and they obviously showed it on that kick return.
Well, we've got J.D. Hall back out ready to take the snaps, and it looks like we've got a power formation to the right.
Romel Duncan in there at H-back, and we're going to have to call timeout on the first play of the second half.
Chase Horn very unhappy with that situation. Meek Dozier Service provides excavation, grading, land clearing, and land management for residential and commercial properties throughout East Central Alabama. More information is available at 256-276-8725 or on Facebook under Meek Dozier Services. Meek Dozier Service is proud to support the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9.
Coach, I can't help as there's the timeouts called. Coach Chase and Coach Danny Horn very unhappy with some confusion there on the first play coming out the first half.
Well,
that fire seems to be growing. I think I hear a fire truck now, don't I?
Well, you certainly don't want to have to waste your time out for no reason here to begin the second half.
We're lining up in the same thing, going empty with Houston lining up wide left. Going to run a quarterback draw.
Turn up.
And Hall he gains a couple, but
if he'd turned
up, he'd have probably gained 4 or 5 yards, and he ends up gaining 1.
The play was strung out nicely by the Elmore County defense all the way to the sideline. Ends up being a 2-yard gain, but as Rusty mentioned, J.D. should have cut that in earlier and possibly 4 or 5 yard gain.
In a tight set here, 2 tight ends, 2 double wing, and the snap over the head of Hall, and he's going to have to go back and fall on it all the way back at the 32, and we're going backwards again.
Well, there's the negative play. Running this series, more than likely, it's going to be about a 12-yard loss because of a high
It's
snap.
going to be a 3rd and 20 for the Volunteers.
The ball went sailing over J.D.'s head. He had no chance to catch that, and just a
He did get a finger on it, thank goodness.
And it's 3rd down to top all that off.
And we've got Jeremiah Lopez in at quarterback. Trips to the right.
Lopez just a sophomore.
Lopez calls for snap, drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Eludes the first man, but not the second. He's going to get sacked back at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, the pocket just caved in on him right there.
Well, Coach, we went backwards from the 40 all the way to the 24-yard line, or 25, and that's where we'll have to punt for after the touchdown was called back on the kickoff.
Well, what looked like a promising situation starting at the 40 turned into a disaster because of a bad snap. And that put us in a predictable 3rd and long passing situation where our offensive line could not hold up.
Good snap back to Battle. Battle gets a good spiral kick that's going to should hit and take a volunteer roll inside of Elmore County territory, and it continues to roll all the way down to the 37-yard line. That is a good 43-yard punt right there, Coach, by Battle. You'll take that all year long.
Great
Jaden
roll.
Battle.
Great roll on the
Well,
punt.
he's getting a good spiral kick, and he's also doing a pretty good job of placing that away from the return man.
Yeah, Battle has done a great job punting in both of these games so far. Well, the volunteer defense needs to make a statement, needs to make a stand right here, and maybe they can make a play to jumpstart the offense here.
Elmore County gets the football for the first time in the second half with a lead, 14-6, 9:49 to go here in the Integrity Cabinet's 3rd quarter.
We need to keep Mo in the pocket and put a little more pressure on him.
We got a penalty flag, and I think that's going to be illegal participation. False start on. So they'll start out with a penalty. I guess they're going to say there was 2 men moving at the same time. I know number 10 came off sideline and was not set. So they'll start 1st and 15. Mo, bad snap. He's going to just take off left. And nothing doing. He'll fall forward with his big frame there. But Leighton Pettis and also Cole Watson on the tackle for about a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, we'll never know what that play was because the snap was bad right off the beginning.
Probably whatever this right here might be, but it looks like they're looking for a change of play there. And, they've dealt with bad snaps tonight as well. There's a second handoff up the middle, and he's going to be met by Braden Sprayberry for a short gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 10 here with 9:07 to go in the Integrity Cabinet's 3rd quarter. Volunteers trail 14-6 to the Elmore County Panthers.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 right here. We need to be careful about any kind of blitz because they've tried to screen a couple of times on us. And this would be a good screen set up right here.
Watch the middle of the field. That's where they've attacked regularly. And Mo looks back. There's a wide receiver screen, and he's cutting all the way back against the grain.
We've got
nothing doing here. Good play. Short gain cut down by number 12, Ryder Waldrop. Coach, he took the screen from the far numbers all the way to the near numbers, and that's just not usually going to work in your favor, and it didn't.
No, and you mentioned the tackler there, and Jace Boyd came up and was involved in the containment right there. So good job. Yeah, he threw the screen over on the far side, and he ended up coming back to the near side, and there was just no way with all the pursuit that was going to run him down that play had a chance.
That'll back.
Defense did a good job.
Number 2, Nathan Smith back up in punt formation. He gets a good snap off the side of his foot. He's going to be taken there by Hall. Hall sidesteps a man. Hall sidesteps another man. Up the sideline, out across the 45. And see where they mark it. It's right here on the sideline. But he was kind of pinned to the sideline. He doesn't get good to get positive yardage out. And the Volunteers with great field position going to start 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, another good place to start, but we've got to have a good play on first down. Now that has plagued us all night long, and here is yet another opportunity, starting at a good spot on the field.
Slot will line up in the pistol set. Houston in the backfield behind Hall. Hall takes the snap. Will hand off to Houston. Houston runs over a defender up at midfield. That was a quick whistle.
He still is on his feet.
I know, and moving forward, and they blew it dead. Did I miss something?
He was in the air being carried. That play should have been kept alive.
And he was moving. He was advancing the football.
But it's a 3-yard gain, running hard right up in the center of the offensive line.
I don't get that whistle.
Yeah, he was still going forward.
And he never really lost momentum going forward. There's a snap a little high. They're going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston stiff arms a man, and there's a couple of flags.
Probably a holding.
I think this may be a face mask on Houston. No, it's a hold.
You know, he had his inside lanes were cut off. He tried to bounce it out, but there was nowhere to go. And it ended up being a negative play, but now it's going to be even worse with a holding call.
Negative play after negative play, and the balls are going backwards again, back inside the 40 to the 39 after the 10-yard holding penalty.
Yeah, after a decent first down play, a 3-yard gain, now we get a holding call on second down, and we're behind the chain again, and it's second down and what, 20?
Well, no, that guy took off with a box like he was going down inside the 20. I don't know where he was going. He got delirious right there for a second, but it's going to be second and about 19 what we'll call it.
Well, it's put us in a bad spot regardless. Now they're moving it back up. What are they doing? They declined the penalty?
They declined the penalty. I don't get that.
Well, it's third down if they did.
It is, but it's 3rd and 8 instead of 2nd and 20. I don't think I would have done that had I been Coach Caldwell.
The down marker has not changed.
Going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston running hard. He don't get the first down, Coach, but he's going to be about 3 yards short inside of Elmore County territory. I think we'll go for this.
Well, it's showing third down, but
I'm
sure
down.
It's fourth down.
The
Nobody's seen that. Something's wrong here.
Coach, I swear the official showed to the second. They're going to talk about, they're going to get this towel off.
It can't be third down.
Well, I don't know if they just declined it or if was there some kind of offset. I'm confused. Well, the scoreboard and the down marker says third. It ain't going to matter because we got the First State Bank first down inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah,
that clears it up.
It's immaterial now. It's a first down.
Good run just off a left tackle there behind the blocking of Colin Sims and Gunnar Strickland.
But if it was offsetting penalties, why did they
It would
mark
still
off?
be, the down wouldn't be replayed.
Yeah, why would they mark it off?
I think they declined the penalty, which should have been the down. Well, if they decline it, the down's got to count. This time we're going to take and hand off to Houston. He's got a hole. He's inside the 35, down to the 31, 8-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2. Volunteers getting that running game moving pretty good between the tackles.
You know, Rusty, they may fool some people on this, but they're not going to fool us with those calls they're making.
We're going to quickly go before they're good and set up against Houston. Houston's going to gain about one of the two, and he's going to have a 3rd and 1. I thought we'd caught him off guard, but Coach, one of the defensive linemen knifed straight through a gap, unblocked. And
well, we got a flag across the field.
It could be on him. It was on them. The penalty is on them. So that'll be another First State Bank first down.
And
I see why he knifed in there, Coach, because he went early.
Yeah.
But that should have been, if that's the case, that's supposed to be blown dead.
That's right. Suddenly, we've got a drive going with a heat timeout coming.
And there it is. We'll take that Clay County Health Authority timeout. Volunteers trail 14-6, but driving with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of Elmore County when we come back right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Buddy Sports Country is a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. Located on Highway 431 at Hollis Crossroads, Buddy Sports Country is open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 till 5 p.m. Buddy Sports Country is a locally owned retailer featuring firearms, ammunition, suppressors, hunting equipment, fishing gear, outdoor supplies, and sporting goods. More information is available on the Buddy Sports Country Facebook page or by phone at 256-253-2254. Buddy Sports Country, serving the outdoor community throughout our area.
We welcome you back here, Balls, with a 1st and 10 in a tight set double wing. We're going to keep it off the right side. Big hole there by Hall. Hall cuts it inside down to about another. He fumbled the football, Coach. The football's on the turf, and Elmore County comes up with it. After he had got the First State Bank first down at the 15, he fumbled it away. And a big turnover as the Volunteers were driving.
Yeah, another tough break for the Vols there, coughing the football up.
After a big run on first down.
We would have been set up right there with a first down.
Not sure who jarred it loose or how it happened because there was a big pile there, but he'd gained his 10 yards in his first down. Well, this defense just needs to stand strong again. Vols trailing by one score, 8 points, 5:46 to go. A lot of time still left here, 5:46 to go in the Integrity Cabinet's third quarter.
Defense had a great series the last possession. Let's see if they can follow that up. And it would be great to force a punt right here from inside the 20. We could flip the field position here.
Not much doing last time for Elmore County on offense, and they've changed the quarterback. They're going to take handoff off the left side. That's going to be Peyton. Peyton churns his legs up across the 15 to the 16. We'll give him a gain of 1, and that's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, with Traylor in that quarterback, he's a threat to, I think, run maybe a zone read and keep the ball.
He threw the ball one time earlier, Coach, but it didn't look nearly as impressive as Mo does. This time he keeps it on the zone read, and he's going to be hit. He'll fall forward for a gain of 3 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 situation here. Clock running 5:10 to go in the third. Ball's trailing 14-6.
And guess who's coming in on a passing situation?
I'm a little surprised they don't just leave him in there, Coach. It seems like they lose a little bit about themselves when he's not in there at quarterback.
Well, this is a case where we need to turn somebody loose and pressure him. We need to send an outside or one inside linebacker on this play.
They throw across the middle, and it's picked off. That's Romeo Duncan down inside the 15, and that's the way you fix it. Romeo on the interception rolled right from his outside linebacker spot into that curl zone, Coach, and he never saw him, and it was right to him. There was 3 or 4 ball defenders right there.
Yeah, that's the problem when they bring him in an obvious passing situation. We were able to pass all the way. Duncan made a good read and picked it off right there. Looking for an affordable and quality education? Southern Union State Community College has you covered with campuses in Wadley, Opelika, and Banning. Whether you're pursuing academic programs, technical training, or health sciences, Southern Union is here to help you succeed. Go online at suscc.edu.
Volunteers in a double wing look again. Going to take this time and keeping it on the keeper is Hall. He finds running hard there. He'll gain a couple of yards, and that's all. But
well, the
big turnover, back-to-back turnovers we traded, Coach, but we'll take it there. First and now we're 2nd and 10 from about the 14.
The question is, how many more opportunities are the Vols going to have like this? We need to cash this one in.
That's for sure. Tackle over here in this formation we're going to take. Run a little counter, and he's hitting the backfield as Houston. That's number 7 right there from his defensive end spot, Landon Prater. Looked like we had a little something, Coach, but when you pull those backside tackles, if you don't get somebody blocked back, and that's going to be Prater coming from defensive end on the backside.
That's a tough formation to match up with, where you got a tight end on each side plus a tackle over on the other side. It's a balanced formation. It's balanced on one side and unbalanced on the other, and almost impossible to adjust to.
This time double sniffers on the right side, and the snap was early. The Hall running hard. He's going to get inside the 10. Now it's decision time here for the Volunteers.
Well, he bobbled the snap, had to pick it up.
But nobody went but him. I don't think we were really ready for the snap. I think we were hard counting.
In any event, it ruined the play. I mean, he just had to pick it up and get what he could.
I mean, I think it wasn't, the snap was not supposed to have went back. It was pretty, because nobody moved, but the ball was snapped.
It's 4th down. You know, a timeout would be good here, but, you know, we've already wasted one.
4th and 6.
Back on the first play of the half.
Now 4th and 7, I should say.
We're going with an empty set.
Coach Caldwell runs and calls a Clay County Health Care Authority timeout. As he takes this timeout, we're going to take one with him, catch our breath here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Vols trail 14-6, but a big 4th, and we'll call it 7 when we come back from the inside the 10-yard line of the Elmore County Panthers.
State Farm Insurance Company provides insurance products for residents of Clay County. Agent Mike Coleman and his staff offer a product line that includes automobile insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance policies. Located at 86401 Highway 9 between Lineville and Ashland, State Farm is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Their telephone number is 256-354-2272. State Farm is a sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network, and they are proud to bring you the Coleman Cowbell on Classic Country Mornings. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Support for Classic Country 90.9 is provided by the Law Office of Tyler Sims, offering legal services in areas including personal injury, estate planning, criminal defense, and juvenile law. The office serves clients in the region with a focus on legal representation across these practice areas. More information is available at Sims Law. The Law Office of Tyler Sims supports the Clay Central Sports Network. No legal representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than that of other attorneys.
He takes a snap, looking to throw on first down. We had him open, and he overshoots him. Had him open on an out over here, Coach, and he was wide open, but unable to get him the football was J.D. Hall.
They ran a corner over there, and I think the play got too close to the sideline. He kind of ran out of room over there.
Well, but he was open enough that he could have shot it right to him. He let him out of bounds.
And, you know, we keep seeing Hall go to his left to throw. I wonder if he's better at that than he is going to the right, even though he's right-handed. But in any event, we've got him backed up right here
Coach,
at the 10-yard line.
Well, right now we've got an injured player. So as they check on this Central Physical Therapy injury timeout on this, it is a Elmore County player. We'll take a break right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Remember when you would dream about what you would grow up to be? Imagining your dolls were students or your Legos a skyscraper. Maybe it's time to turn that dream into a reality. At Southern Union State Community College, you can discover your dream career in healthcare, business, manufacturing, engineering, and more. From imaginary to extraordinary at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu today.
Farr & Associates Injury Attorneys handle cases involving auto accidents, 18-wheeler collisions, motorcycle and boating accidents, wrongful death, premises liability, workplace injuries, and medical malpractice. Information is available at tpharrlaw.com or by phone at 256-487-6080. Farr & Associates Injury Attorneys are sponsors of the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than those performed by other lawyers.
Classic Country 90.9 is WFAZ-FM Goodwater, Ashland, Lineville, home of the Clay Central Volunteers on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
We come back 1st and 10 for Elmore County under the shadows of their own goalpost after holding the Volunteers there on 4 down. This time they're going to take. Peyton's got a good hole off the side. He'll be ran down after a gain of 6 yards. That'll be by Cole Watts, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 4. 2:30 to go in the Integrity Cabinets. Third quarter, Volunteers trailing 14-6.
That looked like a stretch play over there, and Peyton Aldridge found an area there to run in. Nice gain on 1st down.
Mo hard counts. He's got Peyton in the backfield. Mo, the big 6'3", 190-pound senior quarterback. Kason Mo drops back. Kason Mo throws a little stop route for a 1st down, out across the 20, out to the 25-yard line. That pass was complete to Bo Traylor, the speedy receiver.
Well, that was played to the short side, just enough to get the 1st down. That's what they wanted, get the receiver to the stick, get him the ball, and it's 1st and 10.
Lining back up. No huddle as normal here for Elmore County.
Now they're starting to take a little bit more time between plays.
Kason Mo in at quarterback. Peyton off his left side. Peyton to get the handoff. He's hitting the backfield, but breaks 3 tackles and backs a 4th tackle. And the ball's on the ground. He was hit by Hudson Foster. Foster hit him hard, but never knew the ball was laying on the turf.
And we've got a man down.
It's Braden Sprayberry.
Looks like a cramp, maybe. You know, we had him tackled a couple of times, and he kept slipping out.
Oh, man, for big losses, Coach. And we were hitting him hard but not wrapping up in the backfield. He still was tackled for a 2-yard loss. And there's still, it looks like a cramp here for Braden Sprayberry.
If it's not a cramp, it's a lower leg injury of some sort.
Well, they're immediately working on the toe, so I hope it's not a lower leg injury. Well, they're bending the toe back, especially if his own dad done it. So now they're grabbing his leg, so we'll see here. We'll take a Central Physical Therapy injury timeout right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
Southern Cabinet Company is a family-owned business with more than 40 years of experience in kitchen and bath projects. The company provides cabinets, hardware, and countertops for new construction, remodels, and multifamily developments throughout the region. Southern Cabinet Company is a supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network and Classic Country 90.9. More information is available on Instagram or at 256-354-2555.
We welcome you back here, 2nd and 12. Sprayberry's off the field under his own power. And big Kason Mo brings him back out. Hands off to the new running back in there. Fresh legs. I think that's going to be 32. Carson Haskins, but not sure about that. But he gains about 3, and that's going to bring up another 3rd and long. And Leighton Pettis comes up a little gimpy.
Well, this is a key play right here.
That's actually number 24.
Defense to get off the field.
24 in the backfield. Rashawn Floyd. McCollum in for Sprayberry. Austin McCollum in at that defensive end spot. A lot of time, play clock under 8. Going to take and hand off to Floyd. Floyd's hitting the backfield. Breaks that tackle, but he comes back. What hustle. Coach, you don't see that much. He broke the tackle of Romel Duncan, and then Duncan still ran him down for about 1 more yard and made the tackle. And that's good effort there by the young sophomore.
Yeah, Duncan probably
for no game, by the way.
Spot. And that's going to end the 3rd quarter right here.
That will end the 3rd quarter, and we'll get ready to transfer into the First Capital Insurance 4th quarter. Score the same, 14-6, Elmore County leads. We should see an Elmore County punt with a 4th and 9 back at their own 26 when we come back right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
Morning coffee, afternoon snacks, a cold drink, and a hot day. Fuel before the drive home. Allen Brew Markets is a locally owned convenience store offering fuel, beverages, snacks, and everyday convenience items. Allen Brew Market serves communities across the region, helping make every stop count. That's being all in with Allen.
Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by A&E Metal Roofing, serving East Alabama and West Georgia for more than 20 years. A&E provides metal roofing, siding, and pole barn kits for a variety of structures, including backyard sheds and commercial steel frame buildings. A&E has locations in Kellyton, Wedowee, and Smith Station. More information is available at aemetalroofing.com or by phone at 256-329-0034.
Fourth quarter action is brought to you by First Capital Insurance. Now, back to the action.
As we come back, the punt's going to sail out of bounds here. Pretty solid punt. Volunteers still set up with solid field position at their own 41, Coach. But as you mentioned earlier, Volunteers running out of opportunities here. Have moved the football reasonably well and got some good field position on turnovers. But really right now, as we see another cramping player out there for Elmore County, that's number 20 out there, Sam King. Now keep in mind, Coach, we might need to radio down. That's their good outside linebacker. That might be a good place to attack that's out there with a cramp, suffering from a cramp right now.
Well, the question is now as we move into the fourth quarter, are we headed for a finish like we had last week in the opening game? And certainly right now, being a one-score game, that possibility exists. And the Volunteers right now about to start the opening drive of the fourth quarter in a pretty good spot at their own 41-yard line. So the offense, as we've already said, you know, we're running out of opportunities. We need to take advantage of this good field position right here, see if we can crank out a drive and get points on the board.
That's what the plan is when the Volunteers have come back out here. Lopez in at quarterback. Lopez takes a snap, drops back. Looking to throw. Throws it out. He completes it up the Hall. Hall breaks the tackle. 40. Hall breaks another tackle. Hall is good. Touchdown Volunteers. 59-yard TD reception. One play. And look at the change at quarterback, Coach. They talked about how good he looked in the B-team game down at Sylacauga. And we may have a third new quarterback from the year. We'll see. But Lopez throws a strike, and he gets Hall out in space.
You knew something was up when Hall lined up in the slot. You knew something was coming. Now the all-important
play.
The all-important two-point play. It looks like we'll be in the wishbone set.
14-12 right now, Vols to attempt the two-point play. 11:39 to go in the game.
I'm
right
looking
now,
for the
tackle.
Play action pass.
There it is. Foster rolls out, throws into the end zone, tipped around. It's caught! It's caught by Caden Lacey. It was tipped, but it was caught. It might be pure luck, but it's worth 2, and we're tied at 14.
What a play.
Well, Foster just had to lob it up. 2 receivers running almost the same route down the back of the end zone. I'm thinking one of those should have been just in the end zone, Coach, but we had 2 running together. Foster just kind of threw it at him. It looked to me like it was tipped around, but Lacey brought it down in the back line, and we're tied at 14 with 11:39 to go. Now we really got a football game.
Well, you know, Elmore County has seen us in that wishbone run the power over and over last week and tonight. And so tonight we pulled the string on them. We show them that power, and it's a bootleg with a tight end coming from the backside for the two-point play. And that's always been a great play out of the wishbone when you can run the power.
I still say there was some malfunctions in it to have two
Something
receivers holding hands, but it worked out.
One receiver went too deep. The underneath receiver, I think, was too deep. But here's the all-important kickoff.
Remember that last kickoff, Coach? They returned it.
We've been giving
for about 70 yards. Teeing it up, Landis Brown. Brown's going to squib this one. He's going to be taking it to 35. He bounces outside the 40. I like the squib, but we probably need to be able to squib it a little harder, a little deeper, but we'll take it, having them start at their own 41.
Yeah. I knew they would have a good play for a two-point play. I mean, you just knew it. Our defense now keeps giving the offense good field position. Let's see if we can turn them over on 3 downs again.
Honestly, Coach, I don't know. We don't have the stat sheet right now from Jeremy Character, but little to no offense from Elmore County in this second half.
Yeah, they bogged down, and I think switching quarterbacks has done more harm to them than it has good.
I agree, and it looks like they'll come out with Kason Moe this time off the right hash, twins to the left side, actually an ace set, throwing the out, and he completes it. Good throw, long throw. He's going to complete it for about 9 yards. Coach, if you can make that throw, you got a strong arm from the right hash on a deep out, and he put it on the money.
Yeah, that's a dangerous pass. You know, if a corner can read it, he can come up and pick that one, but puts him in a good spot, 2nd and 2 or a long one.
It's good to see Braden Sprayberry back in there. We felt like it was just a cramping situation, and he is back into the game. There's a snap a little offline, and he's going to throw it deep. Lineman's downfield. There's a lineman 8 yards downfield. 62 was standing at the 42.
They're not going to call him. The coaches are telling them as well.
I mean, he's literally standing in the middle of the field at the 42.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. That was a running play. It was going to be a running play. It broke down and turned into a pass play. But the lineman went upfield to block the linebacker and should have been called after Moe threw the football. Moe just threw it to keep a bad play from happening.
Kind of going to hand it off to Peyton. He's hitting the backfield, and I think he's got his first down right at midfield. It's going to be close, Coach. They may have to measure.
Yeah, I thought where this guy over here was, he had it.
Why was he bringing the football out here? Leave it where and it's going to be a first down because you got by about the football length.
I hope we don't get a sideline penalty here. We got a lot of people hugging that area. All right, defense, let's go.
Moe takes the snap, hands off to Peyton. He breaks the tackle in the backfield. He's going to be tackled by LaShamian Hardy after a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7, 10:43 to go in the First Capital Insurance fourth quarter here. Knotted at 14. Balls have fought back. Now they need a big stop on defense.
Rusty, we're headed for another miracle finish here tonight.
It looks to be headed that way. Hard count, look to the sideline. We'll take another turnover right now, Coach.
Yeah, that would come in handy right here at midfield.
Moe snap, drops back. No pressure. Now he's getting a little pressure. Rolling right.
No contain.
Oh, yeah, look who it is. Duncan gets over there. A lot of speed from outside linebacker with him in there, Coach. He closed and outran him and cut the corner off, just made him throw it at the feet of the intended receiver. Now it's 3rd and 7, we'll call it.
Yeah. Big play for both teams right here. Ball at the Clay Central 47-yard line. And you know Moe's going to throw the football. Keep him contained, get some pressure on him.
As we see,
don't let him make
Payne
a one-on-one move back there.
Volunteers got three
We're playing
back.
a 4-1. We've got an extra man in the secondary.
And he's rolling, throwing, completes it, and still completes the pass out across the 40 to the 42. To the 38, I should say. Yeah. About a yard past the first down stick.
Good play. Good throw by Moe. Good reception.
I tell you, he's got a good arm, Coach. Rolling right a little bit and then putting that on the money.
This is a good offensive team we're facing right here. They have turned it over a couple of times. They need to turn it over right here.
Moe for the 1st and 10 at the Volunteer 37 to score tied at 14, 9:50 to go in the game.
And I'll tell you this, their offensive line does a pretty good job protecting tonight as well.
This time they take handoff in the backfield. He outruns the first defender, but not the safety coming up. Hudson Foster cuts him down for a gain of 2. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Foster came up and kind of slowed that play down.
That's number 24 there carrying the football. That's Rashawn Floyd, the senior running back.
Him here tonight.
Still taking a lot of time, or Elmore County, and rightfully so. They realize how important this drive is. Now to Mo. They're looking to set up a screen, and they complete it for close to first down yardage.
Another good play call. Screen over on the near side. Picking up another first down.
He's tackled by Cole Watts, but not before he gets the first down down at the 25-yard line.
You knew that was trouble when you saw the rush come through right off the bat.
Too easy, and we've been having trouble getting pressure. So
Elmore County on a good drive going right here. Our band doing all they can to try to make them, give them noise to mess up their play calling.
Dropping straight back is Mo.
Pressure.
A lot of time we're getting late pressure, and he finally throws it incomplete. We've got to get a little, my goodness, he had about 12 or 15 seconds, it felt like.
Yeah, we had lost.
You got to give the secondary credit for keeping those receivers from getting open.
Yeah, we had him hemmed in for a deep loss, and he started back the other way. Our backside end had come inside apparently because he had a good field to run if he'd wanted to there.
I'm glad he didn't. Second
and 10 right here. Big play.
Case and Mo, hard counts, pistol set.
Ball
Tyler Payton back in the backfield in a normal A set, ball on the left hash, twins both ways.
Ball right on the 25.
Mo, double move, he throws it, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Foster. Foster up the field, he's got blockers. He's up to the 35. Great job by Hudson Foster from his safety spot. That double move never fooled the safety. He bit in front of him. He thought he had an open receiver, and there's another big turnover. Volunteers with a chance here, 8:17 to go, and they'll have the football with 75 to go, or 65 yards to go.
Well, you know, that play went for a touchdown back in the first quarter, and this time Foster right there picks it off. And I think that Mo kind of forced that throw. I don't think he looked.
He didn't look at the safety.
He didn't look at what was going on.
The corner bit, but we still had the safety over the top of it.
Yeah. Great defense there by the Volunteers.
Lopez in at quarterback, hands off to Houston. Houston running hard out
about
to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
You know, right now we just need to move the ball and the clock at the same time, which we're doing. 8 minutes. We're under 8 minutes.
Lopez still in at quarterback. Lopez going to fake, and he's going to throw for our First State Bank first down out to number 6. Little RPO throwing action, Coach. We don't see that much out of the balls, but a good job by Lopez. He dumps it off to K.J. Wilson, and we've got a First State Bank first down up at the 49.
And I tell you what, Lopez threw that ball through the eye of the needle, because if he hadn't thrown it exactly where he did, it probably would have been intercepted.
Pistol set behind Lopez. And we're going to get, I don't think we got set.
Well, that's the young quarterback not giving the offensive people time.
Too big a hurry, and we didn't get set.
And that's a situation where on first down, an offensive penalty puts us behind the chain.
Coach, that's something we've dealt with for the last couple of years, honestly. Is when we get trying to get in a hurry, we get a lot of those penalties not getting set.
And this is a bad time for it to happen.
1st and 15 now, back at our own 44-yard line.
Now we need a good first down play.
Time we're going to take and hand off to Houston. Houston's got a blocker. Houston up the field. Houston breaks a tackle. Houston at the 30, and he's cut down inside the 25, down to the 23, but a big run by David Houston of about 27 yards.
Yeah, we needed the play, and we got it right there. Houston running hard on that play as he has all night.
Coach, I think it's starting to wear on that Elmore County defense, him running so hard tonight.
Yeah, he's punished them with his running technique here tonight. But the Volunteers now in great shape, and now let's punch it in and don't have that negative play.
Lopez takes it, hands off to Houston again. He's got blockers in front. Houston at the 15. Houston, that was a good block right there. He's inside the 10 to the 5. That's another First State Bank first down to the 7-yard line with the balls. I have it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Dalen Houston putting this team on his shoulders right now.
Coach, I saw them. We had 2 pullers come around there that I think I saw both guards. I think that was Gunnar Strickland and Clayton Tomlin.
Yeah, Buck Sweet play.
This time we're going to take and give it to Houston. He's running hard. He's down to the goal line.
He's inside the 1 for sure.
Right now,
Volunteer
Coach, I
crowd
thought he was
really
going to walk
into
in. We are pounding them up front right now.
Yeah, we're beating them physical on the line of scrimmage now. It's taken us 3.5 quarters to do it, but we're doing it.
They are wearing down, it looks like, up front big time at Elmore County. We don't have to, well, they'll make us snap it. We'll get in the two tight wishbone set. Foster under center now. Foster going to take, and he's going to hand it off to the fullback. He kept, both of them had it.
Yeah, he
gave it to the fullback.
Okay.
That is Cam Mullins coming out with a touchdown, and the Volunteers have their first lead of the night at 20-14. Now let's see if we're sending out the extra point team. Looks like we are.
Yeah, this is a good call to try to kick this one. The young guy struggled, but he's got to have the confidence to step out there and get it done.
Landis Brown goes out. Had a good fall camp. Snap is good. Hold is good. Landis' kick is up. Landis' kick is good. And the Volunteers have a 7-point lead. 21-14, and the momentum has shifted with 6 minutes to go. You would expect the heat timeout right here, and we're going to get it as they take this Clay County Health Care Authority timeout. We'll take it with them. Volunteers lead 21-14. 6 minutes to go. You don't want to leave us, because who knows what this 6 minutes will hold right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
Is it time for a career change? Cook Foods of Ashland Complex features a variety of careers with excellent benefits and room for advancement. Current openings include various hourly positions at our processing plant, feed mill, hatchery, and live haul department. Support staff positions are also available, such as accounting, HR, purchasing, QA, and truck drivers. The website is cookfoods.com/careers. Cook Foods of Ashland is proud to sponsor the Clay Central Sports Network. Go Vols!
Support for Classic Country 90.9 is provided by the Law Office of Tyler Sims, offering legal services in areas including personal injury, estate planning, criminal defense, and juvenile law. The office serves clients in the region with a focus on legal representation across these practice areas. More information is available at Sims Law. The Law Office of Tyler Sims supports the Clay Central Sports Network. No legal representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than that of other attorneys.
We may disagree on which team to cheer for on Saturdays, but there's one thing we can all agree on. When you're not feeling well, you don't want the hassle of getting your medication. The drugstore in Ashland features personal service, whether you go inside or utilize their easy access drive-through. The drugstore is open 7:45 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 8 until noon. Their phone number is 256-354-3784. Programming on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by the drugstore in Ashland, where your health is their main concern.
A personal injury firm that takes tremendous pride in helping those at the most desperate times in their lives. Farr and Associates, sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network video live stream. Online at tfarlaw.com.
Looking you back here, looks like we got a change of kicker, Coach. Number 6 going out there, KJ Wilson, to tee it up for the Volunteers, trying to do something a little different on kickoff team.
Well, I don't know if he's going directional kick, if he's going to squib it, or if he's going to try to kick it deep.
Well, Coach, just because I've watched a little bit, he's not sure either. But he's going to try to kick it really hard.
So it could go anywhere.
Yes. But if he hits it right, it could be deep. And he squibs it down the center of the field. It's going to go all the way back. And slides down
right there.
Inside the 20 at the 17. A hard squib kick. I'm not sure that's not the direction we need to go throughout the season, is that hard squib.
For the time being.
And I'm still not sure we did it on purpose, but it worked to perfection, and they've got to start all the way at their own 17. With 5:55 to go in the First Capital Insurance fourth quarter, they've got to go 80.
The receiver ran in an angle to field the ball, and he got to it, but he slipped down right there on the 17.
83 yards away here are the Elmore County Panthers. Vols lead 21-14. Kason Moe in at quarterback. Vols lead by 7. Moe takes, hands off. He actually keeps it on the keeper, and he is smoked. What are they going to call?
I don't know.
I mean,
they're going to call a personal foul, I think. Because
For
he
what?
was sliding. He was sliding.
But he didn't slide on purpose.
He was in his slide. I got to give him that.
Coach, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
He was in his slide and got hit.
Coach, this ain't college. We ain't got the same rule.
I think that's a rule, though.
I'd love to watch that again.
He definitely was in his slide going down.
It was very early in a slide if
he
he was
was
in
unloaded on, but, you know, it got him out of a hole, that's for sure.
I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. Coach, I can't wait to go back and look at that one because I didn't see what you saw. I saw him try to plant and his front foot slide, and he got
pretty
smoked.
sure I saw that one. In any event,
they take a handoff up the middle. He's out across the 30 to the 35, gain of about 3.
Inside zone. Right
it was all the way across the field, but to me it looked like he was trying to plant. He never saw that defender, so why would he have been sliding from him? He came from inside.
He was, well,
it don't matter now.
I just saw him trying to go to a knee.
2nd and 7.
Right now we need a defensive stop.
Well,
we're fixing to go under 5 minutes left.
It's the first time we'd seen Mo run the football in a long time. Time we're going to take hand off to Peyton. He's running hard, but he's followed up around the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a couple. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Big play coming up.
4:45 now. They're taking a lot of time, Coach, and that clock is running. They've already used a minute and 20
going back to
seconds.
our touchdown a while ago, Rusty, it all started with a Hudson Foster interception. That's what jump-started that drive.
Eli Smith going in for the Volunteers.
Big play right here. Will they go for on 4th if they don't make it?
Mo drops back. They're setting up a screen.
Screen over there.
And he's mad, and we is getting no gain. Number 6 came up and made the play to start with. That's KJ Wilson. And then coming in to clean him up is Cole Watts. I don't think he gained a yard. Might have lost a half.
He
and
did.
now
He
they got
lost.
a 4th and 5.5.
Well, now, you know, do you go for it? Do you punt?
They're lining up to go for it. We got to get lined up.
They've got 3 timeouts. I think they should punt.
Clock under 4, 3:50. I think they're going for it, Coach.
It looks like it.
Mo brings the guy from right to left. I think they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. Coach Caldwell will. We don't know what his decision is going to be, but it's going to be a big one with a 4th and 5. Volunteers lead 21-14, 3:39 to go. We'll take the Clay County Health Care Authority timeout and catch our breath right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network. It's Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Wings, Jeremy Character, and Heath Stroud live from Elmore County as the Vols lead 21-14.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bama Guns and Outfitters with locations in Heflin on Almond Street and in Talladega on Highway 77. Bama Guns and Outfitters offers firearms, fishing gear including urchin baits, outdoor equipment, shotguns, ammunition, decoys, and related accessories. More information is available by phone at 256-253-2635 or 256-368-5449. Bama Guns and Outfitters is also on Facebook and Instagram.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from AGL Solid Waste Disposal Authority. AGL provides roll-off containers in a variety of sizes for residential, commercial, and construction projects. The AGL office is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and the AGL landfill at 1177 Landfill Road is open to the public Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m.
Ball's come back out. Empty set here.
More information available.
They throw it across the middle. It's incomplete. Intercepted by Hall. He's got a more blockers. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He's in the end zone. And the 4th down play comes back to Holm. We got some extracurricular stuff going on after the touchdown.
Well, you know, that ball was deflected and then intercepted by Hall. And even had it been an incompletion, it still would have been our ball up here. But Hall picked it off, made several moves on the way to the end zone. Finally,
hang on, we got to see. We got to see what they're going to call here, Coach. I think the touchdown's going to be good, but we got penalty flags, so we got to see what they are.
Where that beanbag was, he picked it up. It's a 49-yard return on the interception.
J.D. Hall, and he had a convoy of blockers. And I don't know who was all involved in the extracurriculars, but there was somebody else because they took them off the end zone. I don't know, but was it just a regular personal foul? I didn't see anybody ejected, so. And the kick is up, it's good. Landis Brown puts it through and the Vols lead 28-14. Now, Coach, are they going to take was these all setting penalties, or are we taking it on I didn't see the sign.
Well, if it's on one team, it'll be on this kickoff. If it's on both teams, it'll just be offsetting, won't be anything. And
I think it's on them.
You would think in this situation that it's going to be offsetting.
I know. I think it's on them.
Well, if it is, we'll be kicking off from their 45.
Well, you see where they're lined up?
Yeah.
I think it was called on them.
We'll be kicking from their 45.
I think they had a guy tackle one of our blockers.
That's exactly what's happening.
Coach Sylacauga dominating Mumford 38-0.
Big in-county battle there in Talladega County.
Coach Jeremy, we scored 21 points in this 4 quarters. Is that what we've done? We have, haven't we? No, we've scored 22.
Yeah.
It was 14-6.
What about this defense tonight?
What about the turnovers we're causing? That's the thing. Coach, you've been throwing my papers around. For some reason, they're strode all over the platform up there.
The what?
My papers.
No, I hadn't touched them.
We are kicking from their 45. Landis Brown will tee it up, and he's going to kick a directional kick. It's going to hop, and they're going to. He just took it. He was not in the end zone.
He downed it on the 1
yard line. He thought he was in the end zone. They're going to have to start from the 1. Coach, they are crumbling in front of our eyes right now.
They've come unraveled, there's no doubt.
28-14 Vols getting things going their way, and this has looked like actually since the second half.
We kicked that football inside the 5, and their deep man picked it up and was undecided what to do, and he just went to a knee. But the problem was he was on the 1 yard line when he went.
Well, he ran it to the middle of the field and then took a knee. It's like, how did he not know where he was?
So he's downed it. I mean, it's there. Actually, it's at the 2 yard line.
Well, we'll take it.
That gives them a little more room.
Now they only got to go 98 with 3:26 and trailing by 2 scores. This time they're going to try to run. I don't know if he got out. Did he get out? Yeah, they're spotting him well out, but they're going to give him a half-a-yard gain. But
tough situation right here for him.
Time is not on the favor of the Elmore County Panthers.
Clock kicking down to the 3-minute mark.
Vols lead 28-14 after going into this 4th quarter trailing 14-6.
Now, Mo can still throw the football. They'll just have to protect him. He'll be throwing out of his end zone.
Well, the key for this defense is not to give up any big plays. Even if you give up a 15-yard completion, you're still okay.
And I'll tell you, after some early miscues early in this game, the Volunteer defense has rose to the occasion.
And they're just going to run it. They're still not comfortable throwing it out of the end zone. They're going to get it up to about the 5, and it's going to be 3rd and 7 now. And the clock is under 2:30, Coach. You almost get the feeling if they don't do something quick, they're conceding a little bit.
I think Mo's already lost confidence with the 2 picks here tonight. Or do we have 3?
3.
3 picks. Yeah, he's lost his confidence. But I think, I still think they lost their rhythm there when they replaced him in the 3rd quarter.
I totally agree with you, Coach. We talked about it when they did it.
Yeah.
There's a ball on the ground in the end zone. Mo's going to throw it out, get outside. That's a smart play by him to throw it away, but the problem is now they got a 4th down back at their own 5.
Yeah. And I can assure you we're not going to be trying to score I mean, we'll take a score, but that's not going to be our purpose.
Well, we got to stop them first.
Probably won't even handle the punt, I'm going to guess.
Oh, they're calling it intentional grounding. Was he in the end zone?
No, he was out. He was out of the end zone.
But he couldn't have been out much.
In fact, I thought he should have just kept running it.
I think they're going to punt the football, Coach.
I don't think they have any choice.
I do.
Well,
you can't win if you punt it.
But the thing about it is, I think all we would do would hit a knee.
Well,
every time.
Well, Coach, you got to try to get the first down to me if it's them. I mean, you're conceding if you punt it.
Well, they're calling timeout. Don't talk about it.
I mean, there's no way you can win if you punt the football.
No. All you do if you go for it is give your opponent there another easy score.
Yeah, but Coach, if you punt it, it's over. We can run the clock out.
Yeah. Well, it's basically over anyway at this point.
That's the defensive guy not wanting to give up more points. We'll take a quick break right here on the Southern Union State Community College
I'd punt the football.
Sports Network.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bucks Island, an aluminum boat and marine dealership in Southside, Alabama. Bucks Island offers Sea Arc aluminum boats, including John boats and catfishing boats. Bucks Island also operates The Loft, a tournament tackle store. More information about Bucks Island is available online at bucksisland.com or by phone at 1-800-I'm-READY.
At First State Bank, we believe in the power of local. Your deposits help fuel local businesses, support local home ownership, and build a stronger community for us all. Our focus is on this community, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. First State Bank has been a stable financial institution for this area through good times and through bad. With locations in Ashland, Lineville, and Wedowee, First State Bank is looking to build an even brighter future right here in our backyard. First State Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
As he gets a booming punt all the way out across midfield inside the 40 to the 39. But honestly, it's too little too late now, Coach. I mean, they have no timeouts. With 1:46, all we got to do is take a knee.
That's what we'll do.
We would have done it if we'd have got it down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'm always thinking of the possibilities of winning, and I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
Well, I'm looking at it from a coaching perspective. You know, the game is probably over.
Well, that's
just don't go for it and leave the ball down there and put your players in a bad situation.
Well, I don't.
That's my thinking.
But I don't think it would change what we would do offensively.
I mean, you're 2 scores behind anyway, so it don't really matter.
Well, hey,
whichever route you took didn't really matter.
Well, unless they got the first down, it would have mattered. Yeah, it would have mattered some then. You see, we're in the victory formation. All we got to do is take a knee. Their timeouts are done.
Yeah, can we run the clock out?
Coach, 1:46, 40 seconds, absolutely. That math's pretty easy.
Well, I'm not a math man. I was a PE guy.
Well, we should snap it the last. We should snap it the last time with about 10 seconds left. The way my math's working.
Well, even
if
we give them the ball,
that's on third down.
Coach, they've got an injury. They're carrying a player off over there on a stretcher.
They sure do.
And they've got
we have no idea when that happened.
An ambulance waiting on
It's not the injured player that got injured in the corner over here, is it?
I don't know. We just hope he's okay, whatever it is.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Now here we are for second down. We're taking every second we can.
Now I had us at 10 seconds. I'm going to be off by about 15. They're going to snap it with about 15 seconds left on third down, and we're going to get out of here. And the Volunteers are going to go to 1-1 on the season, Coach, after a huge win here. Come from behind. This is exactly what the Volunteers needed.
No question. And as we start region play next week, by the way.
We'll be welcoming in Anniston. As we'll be going getting some scores here in just a minute for the drugstore scoreboard. That'll be the last snap. The Volunteers can take it to the house as she's under 40 seconds in the ball. Come back, come from behind, fashion the win, 28-14 after trailing 14-6. Entering that First Capital Insurance fourth quarter. We'll take a break and we'll get ready to move and transfer in to something, Coach. I done complete the RA Digital postgame show. I tell you, hunting these glasses are tough. We'll stick with us right here. We'll be bringing some scores. We'll be bringing you the drive of the week, brought to you by Hill Auto Sales, a Piggly Wiggly play of the game, and other stuff when we come back right here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
Support for this program comes from Harris Plumbing and Electric in Ashland. Harris Plumbing and Electric has tools from multiple brands, scratch and dent appliances, a lumber yard, and building materials for a variety of projects. Harris Plumbing and Electric is located at 75 2nd Street Northwest in Ashland. Business hours are Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. until noon. Information is available at 256-354-5600 or on Facebook. Harris Plumbing and Electric is a proud supporter of the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9.
When you're cooking up a plan or just need a snack, Piggly Wiggly's got your groceries packed. Fresh produce, meats, and hometown smiles. We've been down the street all along. Hot meals waiting for you in the deli. Stores filled with treats to fill up your belly. Piggly Wiggly, we're your hometown store, serving up value and so much more.
Piggly Wiggly, Ashland and Lineville is proud to sponsor volunteer athletics on the Clay Central Sports Network. Go Vols!
Hot meals waiting for you in the deli. Stores filled with treats to fill up your belly.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network comes from Matthews Meat Market, now with locations at 61272 Highway 49 in Lineville, 3050 U.S. Highway 78 East near DeArmonville, and now open in Sachs at the former Christian Corner Meats on Highway 431. Matthews Meat Market provides retail meat products, frozen goods, and meat processing services. All locations are open Monday through Saturday. Additional information is available on the Matthews Meat Market Facebook page, also by phone at 256-396-5694 in Lineville, or 256-624-6042 in Anniston.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is provided by Timber Elite Auctions. Timber Elite Auctions conducts monthly online equipment auctions featuring skid steers, excavators, dozers, tractors, farm equipment, utility trailers, dump trailers, and pickup trucks. More information is available at timbereliteauctions.com or by phone at 256-846-0575. Auctioneer license number 5462.
Support for the Radio Alabama Foundation comes from Williams Parts and Supply, a locally owned business located next to Dollar General in Lineville. Williams Parts and Supply carries automotive parts, equipment supplies, and hardware items. More information is available by phone at 256-396-5418.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is sponsored by Ashland Auto Parts. Ashland Auto Parts is proud to sponsor Clay Central Marching Volunteers Halftime Show. Locally owned and serving Clay County since 1988, Ashland Auto Parts is a Napa Auto Parts store with a full line of Napa professional parts, along with paint and body shop supplies, welding supplies, and welding gases. Ashland Auto Parts is available by phone at 256-354-4873 and open Monday through Friday 7 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to noon.
This is Jody Rice of First Capital Insurance Agency, and once again, we are a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First Capital Insurance Agency offers personal, business, life, and recreational vehicle insurance coverage. Policies are available for homes, personal and commercial automobiles, commercial properties, general liability, watercraft, motorcycles, and all-terrain vehicles. We are an independent agency representing insurers such as Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Hartford. Located at 575 East College Street in Lineville, the office is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. The phone number is 256-396-2131, and our website is firstcia.com.
This is the RA Digital post-game show on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.
We welcome you back. This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Jeremy Character, and Heath Stroud. What a game. Volunteers swap no momentum, and honestly, Coach, if you go back, we had a couple chances to score that we didn't score early in the third, but really it was a very dominant performance there in the second half of the Volunteers all the way around, really shutting down Elmore County. Share some stats with us that Jeremy's worked hard on.
Well, looking at the stats for the entire game here, first downs, Volunteers accumulated 12 first downs in this game, 9 for Elmore County. And here's a big stat right here, rushing yardage in this game. The bulk of this game, I think, in the second half, Volunteers 175 yards, only 78 yards rushing for Elmore County, and 23 in the second half. So we made them one-dimensional offensively in the second half. And anytime you hold somebody on 100 yards running the football, you've got a good chance to win. In the passing game tonight, the Volunteers went 6 out of 11 for 94 yards, and Elmore County went 10 for 21 for 145 yards. And you've got to remember, at halftime, Elmore County had 113 passing yards, so that means they only had 33 yards passing in the second half. The Volunteer defense really stepped up and ended up having 3 picks against Cason Moore, the quarterback. Total offensive yardage, Volunteers win that 269 yards to 223 yards. And the big stat, County, 4. They had 3 picks and 1 fumble. And I think that the damage was done in the second half of those fumbles. In fact, one of those interceptions was returned for a touchdown, and 1 interception set up a touchdown. So a good night. And when you look at some individual stuff just quickly, Dalen Houston carried the ball 22 times tonight for 103 yards. So he gets over 100. And J.D. Hall carried the ball 11 times for 76 yards. So those 2 guys had the bulk of the running yardage for the Volunteers. But great job in the second half by the Volunteer defense to help pull this game out tonight. And you just knew when we entered the fourth quarter that things were about to happen, and that's what we saw here tonight.
What a come from behind performance, Coach, but you felt like the Vols just come out with a totally different fire than we had seen all season. I don't know what kind of talk happened at halftime, but it must have been a pretty good one because we looked totally different. If you remember, we returned the kickoff back, and it was called back. And then we had a couple chances, but we moved the football reasonably well. We couldn't finish off a couple of drives down deep in their territory, but we really wore that Panther defense out up front. And later, when we did have the football on offense, we were just hammering them in between the tackles.
Well, and 2 things stood out tonight. You know, Houston ran extremely hard. You could tell he was playing in a different gear tonight than he did last week, had over 100 yards tonight. And then J.D. Hall did what he's supposed to do. He made big plays at big times, and that's why we win this football game.
But keep in mind, Coach, we've seen a third quarterback, 3 different quarterbacks tonight, and a big Jeremiah Lopez made a big play there.
And I'll tell you this, the coaching staff showed some confidence in Lopez by letting him throw the football. And as you mentioned, one of them was a touchdown pass, but that gives us some more options to utilize going forward, some more things to do if we don't get real predictable with it. So, we've got a short yardage quarterback, a goal line quarterback, the same guy there. Then we've got a big play potential guy, and then we've got we don't know exactly how we'll label Lopez just yet, but he did look good throwing the football here tonight. So options abound there offensively, and that could help open things up a little more.
Well, Coach, some other things that we try to do each and every week is we make a Piggly Wiggly play of the game, and there was multiple ones on defense and offensive side that you could choose. But I think we're going to go with Lopez coming in at quarterback, that big pass play out to J.D. Hall, and the big, what was it, Coach? You got it wrote down, 57-yard pass.
59-yard TD pass.
Okay, that was a big play there.
You know, we put Hall out in the slot. He ran an out. Lopez delivered the ball, and then Hall carried it in from there. And there were some other big plays we could have gone. Hall had an interception return, and a big play was the Hudson Foster interception.
Absolutely. Down deep, Coach, when they're driving in the court, we're tied at 14.
But we got to choose one, and that's the one we're going with.
Well, Coach, we struggled with the drive of the game.
We did.
But, honestly, the best total drive of the game was probably the first touchdown, where we cut the score to 7-6, where we drive about 75, 80 yards in the first half, put a long, methodical drive together, and put it in the end zone. You know, you kind of forget that score because everything that happened in the second half. But without that score in the first half, it's still a totally different game. So it's a little hard to argue that long. That was the longest drive by far we had of the night.
And do we pick a player of the game?
Not tonight. That's done later.
Okay.
The AGL Solid Waste Authority player of the game. Now we pick that, and you know, we'll announce it on the show Monday. So we'll announce it on the show Monday at 7 o'clock. That's when we'll announce the AGL Solid Waste Authority player of the game. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to try to get a couple more scores, and then we'll come back with the drugstore scoreboard and get ready to close out this RA Digital postgame show with the Volunteers getting a big victory, 28-14 over the Elmore County Panthers.
Good job.
Down here. I appreciate it, Coach. I appreciate that. Good job. On the Southern Union State Community College, Clay Central Sports Network, Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9.
The band director up here with us.
Atkinson Homes website includes an online design center featuring combinations of exterior colors, countertops, flooring, and tile selections for manufactured homes. Design projects can be saved and reopened later to continue making changes. Atkinson Homes has served Alabama from its Childersburg location since 1997 and carries homes from multiple manufacturers. More information is available at AtkinsonHomesAL.com.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by Blair Family Farm and Market, located at 1015 Blair Road in Ashland. Blair Family Farm and Market offers meat from livestock raised on their farm without antibiotics, along with products from other local farms. Blair Family Farm and Market is open Wednesday and Thursday from 1 to 6 and Friday and Saturday from 9 to 6. More information is available by phone at 256-907-0982 or on Facebook under Blair Family Farm and Market.
Atkinson Homes is located at 33230 U.S. Highway 280 in Childersburg and has operated since 1997 as an independent manufactured home dealer. Home purchases include delivery, setup, tie-down, and energy-efficient heat pump, white vinyl skirting, and steps at each exterior door. Atkinson Homes carries manufactured homes from Buccaneer, Sunshine, BG, Clayton, Southern, Cavalier, and additional builders. More information is available at AtkinsonHomesAL.com.
Support for the Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 comes from Bucks Island, an aluminum boat and marine dealership in Southside, Alabama. Bucks Island offers Sea Arc aluminum boats, including John boats and catfishing boats. Bucks Island also operates The Loft, a tournament tackle store. More information about Bucks Island is available online at bucksisland.com or by phone at 1-800-I'm-READY.
This is Jody Rice of First Capital Insurance Agency, and once again, we are a proud sponsor of the Clay Central Sports Network. First Capital Insurance Agency offers personal, business, life, and recreational vehicle insurance coverage. Policies are available for homes, personal and commercial automobiles, commercial properties, general liability, watercraft, motorcycles, and all-terrain vehicles. We are an independent agency representing insurers such as Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Hartford. Located at 575 East College Street in Lineville, the office is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. The phone number is 256-396-2131, and our website is firstcia.com.
Atkinson Homes website includes an online design center featuring combinations of exterior colors, countertops, flooring, and tile selections for manufactured homes. Design projects can be saved and reopened later to continue making changes. Atkinson Homes has served Alabama from its Childersburg location since 1997 and carries homes from multiple manufacturers. More information is available at AtkinsonHomesAL.com.
The Clay Central Sports Network on Classic Country 90.9 is supported by A&E Metal Roofing, serving East Alabama and West Georgia for more than 20 years. A&E provides metal roofing, siding, and pole barn kits for a variety of structures, including backyard sheds and commercial steel frame buildings. A&E has locations in Kellyton, Wedowee, and Smith Station. More information is available at aemetalroofing.com or by phone at 256-329-0034.
This is Rusty Taylor, Coach Jerry Weems, Jerry McCarricker, and Heath Stroud Back here, and we're about to go over the drugstore scoreboard real quick as we get ready to close out this RA Digital post-game show where the Volunteers came out victorious to go 1-1 on the year after a 28-14 victory. We'll move through these as quickly as we can, and we're going to start with our opponent last week. Fife beats Sylvania 49-0. Minor dominates Anniston 47-6. That's our opponent next week, and they've had two rough weeks in a row.
They've given up 47 and 54 points.
St. Clair County Downs leads 14-13. And we knew that one. That's two opponents we will have, 14-13, St. Clair County. Oxford leads Jacksonville 24-17. Alexandria over Coosa Christian last time we had 35-0. Sylacauga over Montford 38-0. Helena defeated Moody last night 28-14. Moody, another opponent, goes 0-2 on the year. Piedmont defeated Cherokee County to get in the one column 26-6. Cleveland County over West Point 49-7. Pleasant Valley over Raglan 42-14. Ranburne defeats Wadley 12-7.
That's shocking.
That's a big win there for the Ranburne Bulldogs.
Congratulations to Steve Bailey.
Looks like Randolph County, last score we had, looks like they're getting in the win column over Sachs. 36-0 Sachs in their first game of the year. Sandrock over Spring Garden 19-16. Talladega defeats John Carroll 14-13. So big win there for the Talladega Tigers. Welborn was over Woodland last time 45-0. Beulah over Horseshoe Bend 31-0 last score. Southside defeated Hoax Bluff last night 35-0. Looking at 5A, or 4A, I should say a little bit. Viger over Mary Montgomery, 41-3. Scottsboro over Crossville, 41-0. Hamilton over Sulligent, 49-8. Northside over Hale County, 31-0. And Madison Academy over West Morgan, 28-21. Coach, as we get ready to break things away there, anything stood out to you on that score sheet?
Well, the most shocking score is Ranburne defeating Wadley. No question about it. Right there, but and then Anniston, I think they may have some internal problems going on. Their coach has been placed on administrative leave. We don't know what's going to happen with that. And, of course, Anniston coming to Clay Central next Friday in our first region game of the year. So, and then some other games. Moody, the defending state champion, fell to 0-2, losing to Helena on last night. And it looks like Cleveland County maybe has finally turned a corner with their second win of the year. Those are the big things that I've seen here tonight, Rusty. And, Welborn winning big over Woodland, who upset Randolph County last week. And we'll have to wait and see some other scores that we're interested in. I'm interested actually in seeing that Central Coosa Winterboro score.
Couldn't find the score on that one, Coach.
I know, Central has improved tremendously over the last couple of years. Winterboro's made a run with Wadley, but we'll be interested in seeing some other scores as we go along.
Well, big win tonight for the Volunteers as they came out with a 28-14 victory here on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports on Classic Country 90.9. Coach, you got anything else as we get ready to close things out? Big game, big win, a much-needed win for the Volunteers and come from behind fashion after trailing 14-6.
Well, we got over that hurdle of losing the opening game, coming back playing hard tonight. We did some good things. We started out slow. We had some breakdowns there at secondary in the first half. And then in the second half, we just closed the door on them. 23 yards rushing and I think like 28 yards passing.
And 3 turnovers.
Yeah, in the second half. So we kind of took over the second half, and then the offense kind of got to moving the ball. We were able to run the ball a little bit better, and they were being set up in good field position by those turnovers. And I thought we saw a typical second half, a typical Clay Central football here tonight.
Big win for the Volunteers. We appreciate you joining us right here. We'll remind you of a couple things. Monday morning, 7 o'clock, before the three-point stance on Coaching Friends in the morning, we'll be announcing our AGL Solid Waste Authority Player of the Week for the week. Remember, Thursday we'll be doing Football Fiesta live from Monte Alban Bar and Grill on Ashton Square. That's from 6 to 7. You can also listen and watch however you listen and watch each and every broadcast. And then, again, on Friday, we'll be back at home where we'll be going into region play, hosting the 0-2 Anniston that's going to be hungry coming in. That's the team that went to the finals last year, Coach.
That's right.
In 4A, so let's not forget that.
And it'll be the first time ever Clay Central has played Anniston.
Yeah, so we're excited about that opportunity there at home. We need a huge crowd at home when we get there next week. We're also planning some other broadcasts that we'll be announcing soon. Couple of weeks, we're going to be doing cross country on Saturday morning, 2 weeks from tomorrow at home. We're going to be doing that cross country meet. We're also looking at a couple of volleyball games. We'll be announcing those later. So just keep those in mind. And always we'll be covering volunteer football as well each and every step of the way. So we appreciate you for joining us. Till next time, God bless and go Vols.
You've been listening to the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network, home of the Clay Central Volunteers. Presented by Southern Union State Community College, First Bank of Alabama, Toyota of Sylacauga, Clay and Coosa County District Attorney Joe Fickwit, Allen Oil Company of Sylacauga, and Central Alabama Community College. Sponsored in part by the Law Office of Tyler Sims, Hill Auto Sales, Atkinson Homes, Timber Elite Auctions, Last Call Services, Farr and Associates Injury Attorneys, Meek Dozier Services, Blair Family Farm and Market, Williams Parts and Supply, Mountain View Outfitters, Piggly Wiggly of Lineville and Ashland, Matthews Meat Market, Clay County Healthcare Authority, Young's Drugstore, A&E Metal Roofing, East Central Alabama Gas District, First Capital Insurance, State Farm Agent Mike Coleman, The Drugstore, Buddy's Sports Country, Central Physical Therapy, First State Bank, Integrity Cabinets, Koch Foods of Ashland, AGL Solid Waste Disposal Authority, Southern Cabinet Company, Harris Plumbing and Electric, Honey's Cafe, Clay County Economic Development Council, Spencer Loveless with Southeastern Land Group, Bama Guns and Outfitters, Clay County Tire and Retreading, Bucks Island, Point Broadband, Countryside Motorsports, Ashland Auto Parts, Superior Pest Control, Coosa Valley Electric Cooperative, Monte Alban Bar and Grill, and Chelsea Rush with Hunter Bend Realty. The Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and the Radio Alabama Foundation. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
Classic Country 90.9 is WFAZ-FM Goodwater, Ashland, Lineville, home of the Clay Central Volunteers on the Southern Union State Community College Clay Central Sports Network.